And before I even give my name, moment of silence for my brother. Happy birthday. You know, he passed away 3 years ago. And just want to have a moment of silence for him real quick.
All right.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy
Love you.
birthday. No doubt.
All right. This is Dubs the Don, aka whatever. Let's just get to it real quick. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. You know, you guys made my night. Like Houston, try again. Think we got a problem, Houston.
Yeah.
Like think we got a problem, Houston. Um, as a Yankee fan, and yes, I'm a Jets fan, but today, you know, it's all about Cat, baby. Anyways, I'm a Yankee fan, right? So, to see your rivals lose the World Series is such a great thing.
It is.
Like it's a beautiful thing. Like you know what, as a Yankee fan, I'm happy that Houston lost, right? I know what's what I'm saying. I know what fan base is a little tight right now. Mets fans.
Yes. Mets fans are
To
fuming.
watch it, to watch your division rival win another championship, like that's. I mean, granted, like they ain't won one in like what, 26 years, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah.
But 26 is better than 35,
True.
you know. And what franchise stay in first place for 103 days just to finish with a sub 500 record?
Mets fans.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey, shout out to Atlanta, man, and shout out to your Brave fans too. I
Yeah.
know,
Shout out to all the Braves fans.
I know, things in Atlanta. There's gonna be a lot of bumping and grinding, male on male, female. You know how Atlanta, San Francisco Junior. No, I'm just playing, man. But
Why the fuck would you say that?
cause it is, bro. Like, like it's a mecca for a lot of things, and that's one of them. Strip
Right.
clubs and whatever. Anyways, so what's good, man?
All right, man. So real quick, man, there's a couple of things we're gonna discuss
Who won the
today.
election?
Oh, I don't have the stats in front of me. I know I should be on point with that, but I didn't bring that up.
Let's go to the videotape.
Yeah, word. Nah, but while we're discussing stuff, I'll look it up and see what's up.
All right.
But anyway, I guess that's what you're doing right now because I see you
Yeah,
looking at.
I'm kind of curious because you know what, politicians, man, like you know what,
Hold on.
they would.
It says, "Oh, this dude's got a 3-point lead. Look at the chat, bro."
Oh, oh, I know this dude. Tommy, you little bitch. What's up, nigga? I know you, yo. I know this guy, bro. He used to be my supervisor.
All right.
He could tell you I was an asshole. What's good, fam? What's good? What's good? That's my boy, though, yo.
No doubt. All right.
Yeah.
So
Dude. So looks like we're about to have a Republican governor. I don't even care, man, because you want to know why? They're all gonna promise the same shit and not deliver. It's like they promise you a pie and they'll give you crumbs and be like, "See, I changed something," and we're so what's we call it um programmed for it that we're gonna run with it. But most people aren't. They programmed for that stuff, so they're just gonna run with it and be like, "Yeah, there was a change."
yeah, well, anyway, we
Hold
know.
on, hold on, hold on. Hey, Tom, I want to let you know Giants suck. All right, the
Oh
Giants
no, the
suck.
Giants had their Super Bowl yesterday, bro.
Yeah, just to lose it.
No, they beat KC.
No, they lost.
They did?
Yeah,
Weren't they
2017.
winning? Oh my God! Leave it to the Giants. I didn't know that. I thought the Giants pulled that shit off, yo. I fell
Nah,
asleep early.
nah, man, nah. You know what? I mean, they figured. Yo, you know what? The Giants, like every other defense, figured out how to like slow down Pat Mahomes. You play zone on him,
Yeah, and
and you know what I'm saying. And
Hope his brother and wife act up.
bro, his brother,
That's
yo, that
that's
is
another way to get
his
a win.
his brother's the most. I mean, his sister. You know what I'm saying? I really can't. I can't condone what he does on TikTok, bro. Like that is like the
No,
cringiest
not
shit
at
ever.
all.
You know,
Not at
like
all.
look, you know what? I would have left that, you know what I'm saying, that he she alone, right? The Giants ain't pay him. If they were, you'd be complaining. Anyways, I would have left that he she alone, right? I would have left that he she alone. And I won't the only reason why I'm calling him a he she is because yo, you know what? You don't dance on someone's memorial. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that had me fuming, bro.
Nah, you
That
just
shit
don't
had
do
me
that.
fuming. Yeah, it's not right.
Off of
And
views and stuff, man. Like yo, you know
climbed
what?
over the barrier, bro. He climbed over the host. He climbed over that shit to get in there and start dancing like a fucking disgrace. Fucking disgrace.
Yo, Patrick Mahomes, man, what you need to do is go to Aaron Rodgers route. You see how happy he is now? You see, yo, Aaron Rodgers is happy as hell. Like he ain't dealing with his family or nothing. Like
Nope.
he's just there.
Yep.
You know, doing State Farm commercials, going to the NFC championships all the time just to lose. Like he's there.
Yeah, he's living the life,
Like
right?
yeah, I mean, he's just there. Like Patrick Mahomes. At the other hand, I'm pretty sure I could tell what's going on at the line of scrimmage right now. Right, every defensive lineman is talking shit about his sister. I mean, brother.
Oh man. So
Yo,
anyway, go ahead, man. What you gonna say?
bro. Like, imagine going to the line of scrimmage, right? And you're Pat Mahomes, and Aaron Donald's talking shit about your family, about your wife, about your brother who acts like your sister. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, imagine that, bro. Like,
Yeah,
like, I,
it definitely gets into the head, man.
like,
It
yo,
definitely.
like at first, you know what I'm saying? You could handle that. You know what I mean? But then, like, you know what I mean?
Then you
Like,
see that they're right. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like, yo, you know what? Yo, if you seen some of the TikToks that, you know what I'm saying, his sister, I mean, brother made, right? You'll see Pat Mahomes' face, and this dude is like looking at, you know what I'm saying, looking at the camera like, this shit again. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, nah, bro.
Yeah, definitely not. So peep, yo.
What
Remember
I
when
yo?
Mike Evans gave that dude Byron Kennedy the Tom Brady 600th TD ball?
Mm-hmm.
So we all know the ball was worth about 500 G's, right?
I would have kept that shit.
All right, 500
Sorry.
G's. So what they did was Mike Evans realized, oh shit, I gave the ball to somebody. So what they offered to do? They gave the dude 2 signed Brady jerseys, a signed game worn Mike Evans jersey, a signed game worn Mike Evans cleats, a signed Brady helmet, 63 G's in Bitcoin, another $30,000 in Bitcoin. That was from some other players that decided they wanted to put in on it, and $1,000 gift card to the team store.
Yo, you know what? Just to sign Tom Brady jerseys alone is going to be worth something after he retires. So,
Right.
you know what? That probably would go for like 5 years after Brady retires. That's probably going to go for like $1 million easy because he's easily like statistically the best quarterback ever.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like, let's face it. You know what I'm saying? Dude knows how to win.
Yeah, I was never a Brady hater. I just wish some other teams would do it.
Yeah, bro. I was a Brady hater, man, because that's, you know what I'm saying, my boy saw him twice a year.
Yeah.
Like yo, you know what? In my position, I'm a Yankee fan. So I'm a Yankee fan. I'm a Knicks fan. So Boston has always been the rivalry. You
Yeah.
know, like there's always a New York Boston rivalry.
Right.
So like coming from a person of my standpoint, New England is basically a Boston team.
Yeah.
Even though they play in Foxborough, it's still a Boston team.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
So
I see what you mean.
and then the Cedars man always, what I'm saying, Cedars team always shit on my boys, man. Like that's just crazy.
Oh, and they also gave him season tickets to the rest of this season and next season. So
Well,
he's got
but
that too.
but yo, you know what? I mean, think about it, right? Mike Evans is on his way to be a Hall of Famer if he keeps it up.
True. Yeah,
You
that
know,
is true.
so like give him like another 10 years or whatever, and everything that he's doing now is going to only increase. You know, Brady got like 2 more years, and the minute he retires, like that jersey went from probably being worth like 10,000 right now to like 200,000 the day he retires, and that's just going to mature after that. So it's going to be a lot. So it's going to be worth more than you know. I mean, the two jerseys alone is going to be worth a lot more
Yeah, a
in
lot
the
more
long
down the road.
in the long run.
Yeah.
You know, then that Bitcoin, then that Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin is killing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I want to invest in like cryptocurrency now.
I've been thinking about the same shit, to be honest.
There's an
I
app for
mean,
that called Robinhood.
yeah. Yeah,
Yo,
definitely.
it's only two of us. I mean, the third person's not here. So we just
You ain't
gonna
got
put.
nobody to argue with. We just gonna have to gun it.
Yeah, man. Like it sucks, but whatever. It is what it is.
All right. So do you think do you think what he got back for the ball was worth it? Giving the ball back, or just should have kept that shit
And
and
the
been like
yo, in the long
put
run,
it
it
on?
is. In the long run, it is
It
worth it
is, right? Yeah.
because bro, just the three Brady, what I'm saying, memorabilia alone from the day
Right.
that he tossed the 600 touchdown from that day, bro. 600, like that's some Madden numbers, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you know what? Anybody that has Madden knows that, what I'm saying, when Brady's in the game, what I'm saying, you play season mode, right? You play franchise mode. I'm sorry, you play in franchise mode, right? And like, whatever team wins the Super Bowl, like, yo, you know what? I've come to grips that the Jets will never win a Super Bowl unless I play Madden. So
Yeah. If even that.
nah. You know what? My boy's legit when I'm playing. All slant passes all day. Slant passes up the middle. Slant passes right in the middle. You know? So like right after, when it shows like the list of retirements, Brady's
Yeah.
always there.
Right.
And
Yeah.
yet, and here we are, you know what I'm saying? 2021 going to 2022, and this man is still playing. Meanwhile, I got 5 herniated discs. Something's not right, bro.
Yeah.
Something's not right, yo. Like, yo,
Yeah.
you know what? Oh, and by the way, if you see me, you see me rocking this dude right here, Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, I know. And you see me with a 49ers hat just because it matches. I'm not a Niners fan. I'm a Kaepernick fan.
All right. You just got to make sure you let that be known, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you know what? Like, there's always been that, oh, Kaepernick was trash, this, that, and the third. But yeah, this same quarterback that set records, though. Most rushing yards in a playoff by a quarterback
Right.
against Green Bay. Like he brought the Niners to the Super Bowl. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it fair.
All
Let's
right.
keep it 100.
All
You know what I
right.
mean? Like, yo, but you know what though? It was more of the play calling, and you know it was more. Yo, you know what? Sometimes yeah, it was Greg Roman. Let's put it that way. Like the Niners at that time, they sucked so much that they was always getting like good draft picks.
Yeah.
So
Yep. That's true.
then
That's really fucking true.
that like yo, you know what? Remember when Mike Singletary was coach?
Yep.
Then he
I
made that.
want winners.
Yeah, I can't play with him. Can't do it. Won't do it. Right.
Yep.
So like then Jim
He's
Harbaugh
from the
came
old
in.
school.
Then Jim Harbaugh came in and just brought them right to the NFC Championships. So what was wrong? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it wasn't the players. Maybe it was the coach.
Yeah, some people some players don't want to play for certain types of coaches, man. It's just reality, bro. You
Yo,
know,
like
you come in
yo,
as an
like
asshole.
look. You know what? I'll tell you this much: the Giants coach. I don't think the players want to play for him. He just looks like a dick.
What's his name? Judge?
Joe Judge, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like
don't I
I
don't
don't.
know. He could be an asshole. I mean, if he looks like an asshole, if it walks like a duck, it's a duck, bro.
Yeah, true. Yo, you know what? Another thing too. Like, all right, you know what? Let me give you an example. Right,
Yeah, good.
Mangini, Eric Mangini, when he was a coach of the Jets,
Right.
him and Tannenbaum built that squad, built it to what you know. What I'm saying line, defense, everything. Right.
Then
It
Rex
was.
Ryan comes in, right?
It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't until Rex Ryan like came in, and brought he added like what 3 players from the Baltimore Ravens and Mark Sanchez or whatever in a running game, and it wasn't until then that because
Yeah,
they made it.
sometimes you got to put
The
pieces
coach.
together, man.
It,
The right
sometimes
coach will bring in the right pieces, man.
sometimes you just need that player coach. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like you don't need a disciplinarian all the time.
Right.
And
Yeah,
since
that's
we're
what
on
I'm saying.
sports,
With certain coaches, you know what I'm saying, they
hold on,
bring
man.
in certain parts and certain aspects of their personality into the regime, and it works out.
Hold on. Hey Tom, if you're still there, aren't you a Mets fan if I remember right? My condolences if you are. Watching this watching this year's World Series gotta suck ass, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. It's
Nah,
it,
but like
it I mean, it's fucked up.
and
It's
since we're on
fucked up.
sports right now, Henry Ruggs, you an idiot, man.
Henry Ruggs is he's done, bro.
Bro,
He is finished.
vehicular manslaughter, bro. Hey man, hey, you know what? I mean, I know it's hard being a Mets fan. Like before you say anything, Tommy, let me tell you something real quick. Yeah, I'm a Jets fan, but I only suffer for now 17, 18 weeks, which is equivalent to like what? 4, 8, 3 months, right? You suffer for woo, from April to September because you know what?
180 games, is it?
182. 100,
All
yeah,
right.
100. No, 162 games,
Oh,
right?
62. All right.
Once
Okay.
162 games, right? Which is the equivalent from season begins in April, right? And
Till October.
ends like around my birthday, September.
And then the playoffs.
How dare you say October? Mets don't see October. The only time they see October
Yeah,
is
I
when they're
know.
cleaning out their lockers.
I forgot we were talking about the Mets.
Yeah, for real. Like if the New York
They're
Giants and the
cleaning out
Brooklyn
their
Dodgers,
closet.
yo, yo, you know what? If the New York Giants and the Brooklyn Dodgers had a bastard child, it would be the Mets.
Oh shit.
They'll just leave it right at the orphanage.
Oh shit. All right, man. So let's see here. I wanted to talk also. I know that everybody who, if you don't live under a fucking rock, knows that R. Kelly's in jail, right? For all that sexual shit he did to them females and shit, and to that dude or dudes. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but I read, and I've heard that he's on suicide watch, and he's not thinking about. I think he's eventually gonna do it. I think he's gonna start snitching.
Yo, listen,
I'm
listen,
very interested in that.
listen, bro. He should snitch, but you know what though? Like he's snitching on the same culture that he came up in.
Yeah.
Because like like I've been saying the past like 3 episodes, Hollywood does this shit. Why would you want to know about his cheeks?
Well, how do you know, bro?
Yo, bro, my
Why
man,
you talk?
my man's in PC, man. Like he's in protective custody.
Yeah.
Like ain't that, yo, you know what?
He ain't the Pied Piper R&B yet, bro.
Hey, you know what? I don't know what type of notes R. Kelly could sing in, but I know but I know he'd be singing in A minor. Boo.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was definitely a.
Oh yeah.
Nah, but on the real, I really want it. I mean, he's gonna do his time. He still gotta go to trial in Chicago. I don't know if that started already, but he's
Yo, but
gonna
you know
do
what
like
though?
100 years.
But
He's
but
not
but
coming out of jail unless he kills himself.
but yo,
Or
you know
that
what
might
though? You know what though? Like, I mean, let the punishment fit the crime without a doubt.
right.
But expose these people, man. Like you have nothing to
Of
lose after that.
course. Of course. I
Like
mean,
what I mean, for real, what are you gonna lose?
he ain't gonna lose shit. He might lose some time. It's some time off, but he's still gonna do like 150,000 years, man. Let me tell you something. He was found guilty on all counts. All counts. There was not one count he got over on, bro.
Bro,
It's a wrap for him, man.
I'm
Especially
telling
now,
you, man.
they're gonna get him in Chicago now too, with all that shit he done did over there.
Bro,
Nah, man, he finished.
I'm telling you, yo, like yo, you know what? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
uh,
Exactly. I mean, the red flag. Look, the red flag should have done been up with this dude when he did that shit with Aaliyah. You know what I mean?
of
They
course.
should have had red flags up with from the door. You know, when he pulled that shit off. And now they're talking about, oh my God, R. Kelly, how can you do this? How can he have done that? The fuck you mean he's been doing that shit since back then or even before that? We don't know what the fuck he's done before that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, come on, man.
Yo, does it make me a piece of shit that sometimes I blast his music? Well, I haven't really really blasted his music in such a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true
It's
because
just a remix edition of a song about pissing. Yo, Dave Chappelle killed me, yo. I'm gonna
let me
go
tell you
poo
something.
poo, then I'm gonna go pee pee. Fucking Dave Chappelle, man.
Let me tell you something. When I first heard, because I already done known that you know what I'm saying, that R. Kelly was a fucking pedophile predator, man. Like I said, when he did that shit with Aaliyah. But the shit is that when in that one track he did, I think we talked about this once before, when he called himself the Pied Piper of R&B. You know what I'm saying? And there's a story. I'm not 100% on how the story is told, but there's a story behind the name, the Pied Piper. And I think it has to do with, let me see. I think it has to do with, I don't know if it's a German story or
Some European shit.
yeah, where
Some European shit.
there's a town overrun with rats or some shit, and they call in this dude.
Excuse yourself. There's a town overrun with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a town overrun by Tekashi 6ix9ine, right?
Right.
And they call this dude in who's supposed to have this magical ability to play music, you know what I'm saying, through the pipes and get rid of.
I know some
Who's
girls
supposed
that
to
can
get
play
rid of the
music through
rats.
pipes too.
Yeah. So he goes to the town, plays his music, and gets the rats to follow him out of town, and he gets rid of all the rats, whatever. There's no more rats in the town, whatever. No more 6ix9ines, whatever, right? So they didn't want to pay him for his services. They were like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna pay you. He was like, oh, word? All right. So one night he comes back into the town, plays a different beat. All the children in town follow him out, and he kills them all. So
What
the
kind of
town is
fucked up story is that?
the town is that's how I think the story goes. I was trying to look it up, but I'm winging it. You know what I'm saying? So it's something like that. So he takes all the kids out of the town, and no more kids in town, whatever. They drown, they die, whatever. I don't know what the fuck happened, but something like that. It's something to that effect. So when he calls himself the Pied Piper of R&B, what the fuck you think he means? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's
Bro,
clear as day.
you know what? You know what? I cannot lie. Man had hits.
Oh, no doubt.
He
There's
had,
no doubt about it.
yo, you know what? That stretch from like 98 all the way to 2004, that was, you know what I'm saying? He ran that shit.
Yeah,
You know, he ran like probably what 2004, probably.
no doubt. It's true, man. I mean,
You know,
there's
listen, you know what? You couldn't go to no bar or club at the time without hearing his one of you know what I'm saying, hearing one of his songs, especially in 2001. You know, he straight ran that shit. He
and
ran the
and
airways.
it's yeah. It's
Yo,
a shame. It's a shame that and once again, you know,
how
it's
yo, for whom the bell tolls though, right?
yeah, man. I mean, and once again, it's like you got to do with all this money, you know what I'm saying? And he's out there doing shit he shouldn't be doing, kidnapping women, having sex with underage women. And those interviews, if you want to interview and you want to laugh and have somebody expose themselves, you get R. Kelly.
Bro, you know what?
He's
I,
like, do you
I
like underage girls? How old?
no,
How old?
yo,
17?
no, yo, you know what? And then like, you
Oh
know,
shit.
and then like, you know
Yo.
what I mean? Like, there was on what you call it, right? There was like that exposing R. Kelly thing. It was on
Yeah.
A&E or something.
Surviving R.
Yeah,
Kelly.
Surviving R. Kelly, right? You know, I ain't trying to like bust no jokes or nothing, but you know, like I believe you know most of the women's stories, but except for that chick that looked like KRS-One, I don't think nobody had anything to do with her. You know what I'm saying? Yo, there was a chick that looked like KRS-One. I called her KRS-2.
Oh
You
my
know, like
God.
bro, she looked like KRS-One, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when I first saw her, she started talking. I was like, boop, boop, it's the sound of the police. Yo,
You stupid,
I'm like,
yo.
yo, you know what? There is no way. Yo, R. Kelly was the original Quagmire. Yo, that is
It's
true.
true. It's true.
That is true.
It's
Yo,
true.
but yo, you know what, man? Like, I don't listen. There's no way, none that I don't know why she was there. Like, you know what I'm saying, talking about shit. I don't know, yo, I don't know if she was there claiming to be a victim. You know what I mean? Like, but no, no, nah.
Nah.
Yo, this dude's stupid. 14, 21, giggity. Yo, this dude's stupid.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's
Nah, but
funny
like,
though.
but yo, you
That's
know,
funny.
like
That's funny. Tommy, that's funny.
it's nah, man.
The shit that also drives me fucking nuts is that after watching that Surviving R. Kelly bullshit, like they still couldn't get to some of the women after watching that. Hi,
How you
R and
doing?
Sky, how are you? Um, after all that finding R. Kelly shit, that's when they decide they want to go ahead and start. You know what I'm saying? This should have been. He should not have gotten away with that video because it didn't look like him pissing on them girls. He should not have been. You know what I'm saying? He should have been convicted of that shit. They
Well,
should
I
have taken
mean,
care. They should have taken care of him a long time ago
oh
and
well, you know
prevented a
what?
lot of the shit that went on
Sometimes, yo,
after the fact, man.
you know what? This is a case where sometimes better late than never. I guess. I mean, you know, like it is what it is. You ever seen Paid in Full?
Yeah.
Al Alpo got hit the other night.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and like I go on social media, or whatever, and I see like a lot of people that I know, like, yo, rest in peace, Alpo. I'm like, how,
Right. He.
bro,
Yeah.
bro.
He's
Listen,
definitely somebody who's. Yeah.
listen. You know what? I don't wish nobody dead,
Right.
but he had that one coming. I
No
mean,
doubt. There's
yo,
no
you
doubt about it.
yo, you know what? You've done a lot of grimy stuff, but you know that Rich Porter thing, that was by far the grimiest. And
Yeah.
then, like, you know, you're on camera giving interviews about it.
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler.
Oh shit.
Wow, you're attracting the crowd today, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Nazi party.
Oh shit. And that's coming from YouTube. All right.
Yeah, there's a troll.
Yeah, we have one. Let me see. Go ahead, man. Keep going, bro.
Yo, this dude. You know what? I'm pretty sure it's from Alabama.
Oh
You know,
shit. Damn, how do I go ahead, keep going, bro. Go ahead.
yo, I'm interested to see what his whole thing says. Just cause
No, it just says Nazi party. Adolf Hitler Nazi
it
party.
says kill all Jews. What else?
I'm about to block him anyway, so
Yo, that's crazy, man. Anyways, you know what? Who was I talking about? Help.
Oh, you were talking about Alpo.
Oh yeah, bro. Like you know, like a lot of people on social media was giving them, like, you know, rest in peace condolences. I mean, all right, you know what? You know, rest in peace, but
You were like, help.
you know, like, but like this man done so much dirt.
Right.
You know, like,
yeah, man.
Like, look, you know what? You know what? When that era came about, right? Like, you know, like I grew up, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning stages of the crack era.
Yep.
You know, so I mean that shit was everywhere.
Yes, it
You know,
was.
like yo, that shit hit everywhere hard.
Yep.
You know, like all inner cities and anything relating to a city. You know, like all like metropolitan areas, it hit hard. So I mean, you know, it was like, you know, I mean, you know, like he was like, you know, like he was that dude.
Of
And then he
course.
gets caught and then he gets caught down in DC and starts snitching on everybody in DC.
Yep.
You know, like anyways.
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
mean, there's I don't understand the outcry of
Yo, I
rest in
don't
peace.
yo, what I don't understand is, like, if you out, why come back to where you're wanted? You know, and another thing too, that was a professional hit.
It was. I think it was. They knew that motherfucker was coming. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a on the spot hit, bro. There's no doubt about it.
That's why you hire out of town shooters.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So peep this, yo. We got a question in the email, the podcast email. Somebody wanted to know who our celeb crushes are. I don't know why the fuck they want to know that. I don't know. You know. So if you had the opportunity, who would you fuck around with?
None, because all them bitches are fake.
Okay.
You know, yo, you know what? In all honesty, I'd rather mess with a porn star. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because you don't pay them to fuck, you pay them to leave.
Oh shit. All right.
But
All
yo,
right.
you know
Well,
what? You know what? Like, and all jokes aside, um, I'd rather not deal with none of them
okay.
because they're actors, they're actresses. You know what I'm saying? They can act like they love me and not give a shit.
Yeah.
Think
Well,
about that. You know what I mean? Like yo, you know what? You know what? Like
but it
some of
doesn't
these,
have to be an actor or an actress. It could be an athlete. It could be um uh an art like a singer, somebody with with tracks with bars, whatever. You know what I mean?
oh, but all right, yo, you know
Doesn't
what?
have to be an actor, or an actress, or whatever.
All right, it'll be Rhapsody,
Okay.
the female rapper.
Uh huh.
I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't even want to hook up with her. I would just want to talk to her and get to know her because she can
Right.
spit and have a freestyle session.
No doubt.
You know, like because that girl got your girl got some bars and she's kind of cute. So,
Okay. All right.
but nonetheless, that'll be it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, as far as I go, you probably don't know who I'm gonna mention. You probably don't know who these women are, but
Tom
uh,
Cruise.
you stupid ass. Oh shit, you stupid, Tom Cruise.
That's what you gonna say, right?
No, I wasn't gonna say Tom Cruise. I wasn't gonna say Penelope Cruz either, and I wasn't gonna say any Cruz to be honest with you. Um, have you ever heard of who Amy Lee is? Amy Lee. All right, Amy Lee is one of them. I heard she might be an asshole in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like in person, she might be an asshole, but
That's why your hands shouldn't discriminate.
but she's one of them, and Christina Scabbia, she's another one.
Who?
She's an Italian metal lead vocalist.
For who? Let me guess. Lacuna Coil.
Bingo. You listen. You
Yo,
you.
yo, she got a voice, bro. She got
Yeah,
a voice. She
she's
got a
good.
voice. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like that girl could sing. Jill Scott, that would be another one.
Jill Scott, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
who else? Yeah, I thought I was gonna say Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, right? Or Megan
No,
or Megan Thee Stallion. Hell no.
I'm thinking that shit. Why would I think that?
Hell no. Because yo, you know what? That would be like, like look, you know what? Them three, they're just trash to me.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know what? Get your money, like, but they're so one dimensional.
Right.
Like every
Yeah.
song, every song they gotta talk about their box. Yo, if your box is so good, then why you got shot?
Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I think what's all right. So now we did the celebrity question. We answered the question. So if you're listening and you got your question answered. So for me, it's Amy Lee and Christina Scabbia, and for Dubs the Dawn, it's Megan Thee Stallion.
hell no, bro. Yo, don't play me. It's Rhapsody and Jill Scott.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Megan Thee Stallion. Yo, if I want to meet up with Megan Thee Stallion, we both the same height. We could, you know what I'm saying? I could tell her, yo, bitch, you better get back on defense and block them shots.
Oh shit. All right. So story time. You get the first story of the night, bro.
I don't want to tell no stories, yo.
You don't want to tell a story?
Nah.
All right. So I got something.
It doesn't matter. Nah,
All right.
yo, you know what? I'm gonna make a long story short.
All right, make it short.
So, like, I'm in this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a veteran. So I was in this this veteran group where you talk about your feelings and stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why my doctor put me there, but whatever. So I'm in the Zoom chat room and I'm listening to everyone talk about their war stories, right? So
Right.
this one dude has his helmet on, right? Like like with the insignia and all that extra stuff, right? The
Right.
Kevlar helmet, right? And he's telling the story about how he was in Fallujah and how it's like Humvee got hit with an IED. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking real quick, right? So this, you know what I'm saying, this dude, right? He's finished telling the story, then he gives like the 1,000-yard stare, right? And everybody was just quiet, and like he's just looking at the camera like this, like like he's looking past the camera,
Right.
right? So then like
Yeah.
so then like in Zoom, like when you're talking or whatever, um the light goes on, right? So like another dude's talking about his Vietnam days, right? Then all you hear is this.
Oh shit.
And like like yo, you know what? His light is going on, like on and off, on and off, on and off, right? So I'm just here looking at the camera, like trying not to laugh, right? So no more than 5 minutes later, he was like, "Hey, what, hey?" He's here looking around. He's like, "Hey, I apologize. My narcolepsy is kicking in." I was like, "Oh no." Why did you
Wow.
want to be a Deuce Bigelow, man? Like that girl with the
You
helmet.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
I was like, it makes perfect sense now. Like why he has a helmet on, yo. Like it's
Oh
just so
no.
perfect, man. Like it made sense.
Oh no.
I'm like, no. I'm like, no. Yo, but you know what, man? Like
Oh
I mean, like
shit.
shout out to him, man, because like you've been through a lot, but I don't think you come back, from what's it called, from Iraq or like with narcolepsy.
Yeah. All right. So I'm scrolling and looking through some more emails, and I find another one with another question. It's who would you bring back if this is a suicide thing? What person who committed suicide would you bring back, and why?
None, they all deserve to die.
I know
I'm
you
just
don't mean
joking.
that shit.
No, no, no. I'm just playing, just playing. Yo, you know what? No, honestly, every one of them.
Right.
Because you know what? Like suicides are from someone that tried to do it 3 times, right? And I failed. I mean, obviously I'm here. Um yo, you know what? It's a very first off, you know what I'm saying? To go through that decision, that only tells me that you know what, that you really lost all hope. Robert Williams, like you know what? I'll bring back all of them. You know, all of them, every one of them. Because like yo, you know what? Suicides are, you know what I'm saying, like like to lose hope like that, man. Like I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you know what,
Definitely.
man? Like you know what? We've been down that road before. Where I mean, I've been down that road. I was gonna drive my car into the river, literally. And the only thing that saved me was the man upstairs when he decided to switch my picture on my phone and show my 2 kids as to why I have to live.
Right.
So, they just bring, all of them, all of them, like,
I think the one suicide that actually shocked me. One of them was not really because I knew Robin Williams had issues. You know what I'm saying? I knew he had mental health issues and
it'd be
shit.
you know what's funny about the Robert Williams one? I mean, it's not funny, but it's the irony. It'd be the ones that's trying to make you smile
Yeah.
that never smiles.
Yep.
And that's the reason why, like, I was such a, what I'm saying, I was such an asshole on Facebook because you know what? I was going through things where I wasn't smiling, I wasn't happy. So I was trying to make other people smile.
Yeah. And you get banned for that, right? That's fucked up.
Yep.
Also, I'm a big Linkin Park fan, and Chester
Yeah, that was
Bennington was definitely a hit. A hit that terrible. Great voice, good dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a terrible time, man. I
yo.
mean,
Let me ask you a question.
go ahead.
Accidental overdoses count as suicide as well, or that's just a term? You know
It's
what I mean?
they accidental is you don't know you take enough to try and numb the pain, but don't realize that you're gonna die. Pretty much. I mean, it's a term.
I think that I think that that should be considered. You know what I'm saying? Suicidal as well, because like you know, like you said, you're taking enough to numb the pain, but
You
you
just
know what I'm
don't
saying?
realize.
You went past your limit.
Yeah,
That is facts, Rebecca.
yeah,
That is facts because like, but see that, but see, you know what though? Like, I felt every word that was written. Ones that hurt the most go above and beyond to make people happy. Like, yo, you know what? I used to be at work making people laugh, and Tommy could tell you, but deep inside, I just felt like shit. Like I was never happy.
right.
Like, you know what? My sarcasm would cover up, you know, how I really felt inside.
Yeah. So all right. So that leads me to the next one. Are you considered selfish if you commit suicide?
Yeah, you are, because you know what? You don't want to suffer, but yet the people around you suffer. You know, like it leaves more questions. It's like, yo,
Yeah, but see, this is all
hold
right.
on,
Go ahead, man, because I got
hold
something
on,
to
hold
say.
up,
But go ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
hold up, yo.
go ahead.
That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. This
Death,
is this is
yo, death is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the causes of death are very different from like example. You know what? You die of natural causes is like, all right. You know what I'm saying? It hurts, but it's accepted. You know, you get into an accident, it's like, damn, his or her time got cut short, but
true.
it's accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You come to grips with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, um, God forbid you get murdered in the street. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But it's accepted. But you killing yourself, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? At the other end, is like you have your family members and your friends be like, damn man, how come we couldn't say something? You know? However, there's a little plot twist to it. How about,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? How about if he or she was saying something,
That's
but
that's my
concentrated
point.
words?
That's where I was going with
But
it.
but still though, it's kind of selfish in a way, man, because like you're going before your time. You know what I mean? You're going before your time, yo. Like you know what? Like I actually had to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was, you know what I'm saying, I was on that road being selfish. I considered I considered what I was about to do being selfish, because then what? My parents, my brothers, my kids, you know what I'm saying, those that love me, like, then what? It was being selfish, bro.
See, I don't see it as
Makes sense.
yeah, it
But
makes some sense.
see, you know what the thing is, like, it's like, you know what I mean, like, how can, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, I'm oh man, yo, it's a good one, yo, because like, cause you know what
See,
it is, yo?
I don't consider it. I don't know about it being. I think if you're suffering and you're suffering, man, and you're going through it, you know what I'm saying, and the signs are there, and people know that you're suffering. Nobody wants to deal with it because they're afraid of what they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to. They don't. They're judgmental. People are judgmental. You know what I'm saying? People are confused about what's going on with you. So they step back and they're like, well, let them deal with it because, there's nothing we can do about it. All it takes is one person to reach their hand out and say, listen, I got you. But when there's no one there and you feel like there's no one there.
Actually, there's always some, you know what?
Yeah, but it's all perceived. It's all what you think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's you can always say that there is always somebody there, but if that person doesn't step up and reach out to you, it's like check on your strong. It's like the kind of thing where you check on your strong friends, check on your friends.
Of course.
It's easy to say, but when you're dealing with somebody who's suffering the way they suffer in silence, you know what I'm saying? How do you approach someone like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you go up to somebody? It's simple. Walk up to him, step to him. Listen, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? What is it? What is it, you guys? What is it you're going through right now?
You know what
I'm saying?
Yo, you know what? You sometimes you don't even got to even ask, yo. Like, you just walk up to them, like, yo, whatever it is, bro. I understand, man. Holla at me. I got you.
Right, but some people don't even do that. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Sometimes,
you know what, because you know what it is. We're a society that we're, you know what I'm saying, we, you know what I mean, like, it's a dog eat dog world. It's like big bank takes little bank. Like, we keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, we never look out for fellow man or nothing.
And that's the issue. And that's the issue, because then when somebody does commit suicide, all of a sudden it's like, why didn't he reach out to us? Why didn't he let us know that something was wrong? Why this? Why that? Why couldn't he say to us that, he was having these issues? Now you want to say something about it? Now you want to bring it up and ask, why didn't he seek help? You know what I mean? It was all there. No one stepped up. And
but you know what though? I mean, you know what? Like, some people have to understand that, especially like when they're in that situation, that they're a lot stronger than what they think, even at their weakest point. Because, like, for them to feel like they're going through all that, and you're still standing, that shows strength and character. So you're a lot stronger than what you yourself think.
True. Then that's another way to look at it.
Like, yo, you know what? Tough times never last, bro. Tough people do.
Facts.
So
it's true.
So like what they need to do. I mean, hopefully someone's listening. Take it from me, because I've been down that road, man. Like, yo, you know what? I remember all right, story time real quick, and it pertains to this issue. So I woke up one morning in August 2015, right, at my ex-girl's house. And I was like, saying, it was a beautiful day. And I was like, yo, today's a good day to die. Hey, pops. Yo, look at my son. Yo, you really reached out to people. Yo, that's my little man, yo. Like, I love you, pops. Yo, you know what? He's the reason. Yo, you know what? He's the reason why, like, I'm still here.
Right.
That kid saved my life, man. Him and his sister. Yo, my kid's a biker, yo. Hold on, my bad. You know what? The real reason why we switched, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what, man? You better stop. You're gonna make me cry. Right? So the real reason why, like, like, my whole demeanor and, everything switched up is because, my son's in the message board. Yeah, I love you too. Hey, you need to stop calling me old, all right? I look younger than you. Like, but anyways, you know what? Now back to what I was saying. So, like, I woke up, I was like, yo, today's a good day to die, right? And I couldn't understand what it was. Like, you know what, my son, I explained to my son, that I'm bipolar. That I didn't know. But now I know. So, like, I was like, yo, you know what? How much, like, you know what, I was just going through it for a day and I was going to shrug it off.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh shit, he
I was about to,
played you, son.
yeah, yeah, you know, I was about to play him back, but you know what? I don't want to go there. You know, that's my son. You know, but my bed's coming out good. Anyways, so so like and all of a sudden it became like a downward spiral. It was like slowly. Like I was going like deep in depression. Like it got to the point where I wasn't even smiling or being happy no more. Like I would wake up crying. And I couldn't figure
Yeah,
it out. I couldn't figure out why I was crying,
right.
you know? So I started drinking and, you know, popping pills to like, you know, ease it up because I didn't know what was wrong with me.
Right.
The only thing I knew is that, you know, this $4 bottle of vodka and, you know, these painkillers was killing the pain. You know, like I didn't know what was wrong with me. So um it got to the point where it was like on my father's birthday, right? It was like 2016 on my father's birthday, right? Or a little bit after, where I went to work that day and like I signed in and just went back out to my car. I just sat in my car, right? And it was cold as hell. And
Right.
and like I just sat in my car or whatever, just stared, you know, saying stared at, you know, stared at the train yard, and all of a sudden it just like started uncontrollably crying, and I
Right.
couldn't figure out what it was, man. Like that's what yo, that's what frustrated me more is that I didn't know what was going on. So I went to work that day and I just stared at these computers, right,
Right.
like this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like all zombied out. And now when your coworkers start taking notice of how you've been the past couple of months, right? Like, yo, you all right? I'm like, I'm good, but I was lying because you know what? How can I explain something that I don't know what's going on?
Right. You don't know what the fuck's happening in your head. You just know there's something there.
Exactly. So then, like, you know, it just clicked on my head. I'm like, yo, you know what? I just want peace. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I drove out to Edgewater, right, where we used to go play football at, and you know,
Yeah, I know.
take the girls over there for the whatever, right? So I'm here like sitting, you know what I'm saying, sitting in this parking lot, right? It's cold as hell. It's like probably like 20, 25 degrees. And I step outside and start like counting my steps, right? To like that little spot in, you know what I'm saying, into the river,
Yep.
right? So it had like a little ramp, right? So I was like kicking a ramp, you know what I mean? Like kicking a snow mound. It was a snow mound, my bad. I'm here kicking a snow mound or whatever to make sure that it could support the weight of my car. Now I'm not now you know what? Like I even went as far to like be like, all right, you know what? This is about a nice, you know, 75 yards, right? From one end to the end of that, you know what I'm saying, the parking lot where I could launch the car. So I'm here like, you know, Googling the 0 to 60 on my car. And I'm like, 5 seconds, that's not bad. So I started doing test runs, right? And I'm like, all right, you know what? If I could go like 70, you know, like being a mathematical genius,
Right.
right? So then I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? The equation of launch angle, whatever.
The velocity of the pressure times the
Yeah,
multiple
yo,
shocks. Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? The flux capacitor, whatever,
Yeah.
right? So then, like, you know, I was like, this is it. So I was like, hey, God, if I'm supposed to be alive, give me a reason, right? And I'm pumping Busta Rhymes, right? Out of all people, right? So like I was like, you know, getting hyped and whatever. Then all of a sudden my phone drops, right? And I pick up my phone, right? I had an iPhone back then. So I pick up my phone, right?
How
And
dare
I was
you?
gonna change. Yeah, I know. And you know what I'm saying? My son has an iPhone. I call him a girl though. You know what I'm saying? Because only girl, you know what I'm saying? Only middle-aged women and girls have iPhones. I know. And my son has one.
So go ahead, man.
Anyways, so like so that it was a picture of him, my son, and my daughter together, right? So now I ain't gonna lie, I broke down crying, right? Actually, two. Only had two different iPhones.
I've never had an iPhone. Never.
I had
Never.
two actually, and you know what? And they both was ass. So then, like I started crying, and then I was like, you know what? Let me leave before I change my mind. You know, so I left, right? I went home. Then I stood up that night, and I was like, yo, I need fucking help. Like like
Yeah.
this is not like yo, you know what? Like I was like recounting what I I'm saying what I was about to do. I was like, nah, I need help. So then like I called like the insurance company, for my network and all that stuff, and made an appointment, right? So a couple of days later, I go see the doctor for the initial appointment. I got diagnosed as bipolar one, like the severe one. I don't know if
Right.
that's bipolar one or bipolar two, right? So they try to hospitalize me right then and there, right? And I told this lady, I was like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? I said, did you not understand when I said suicide by cop? I'm like, unless you want to be on the Channel 5 news, then you can call the cops. Like I'm ready to go.
Right.
I was like, yo, I'm not going to no hospital. So instead,
Why
like
why were you so opposed though
what?
to going to the hospital?
Because it was the weekend, bro. It was on a Friday. You
Hold
trying to
on.
hospitalize me
Hold
on a
on.
Like, yo, it was the weekend,
What
yo. And not only that, it was my time with my son, and I didn't want to lose that.
all right, well, that weekend shit is a weak excuse, but yeah, doing chilling with your son
That's
is
what I'm saying.
definitely something.
Yo, you know what? And and ironically, right? I didn't even get to chill with my son that weekend. You want to know why? Because that's when we had that blizzard.
Hmm.
And I remember I got called in to go to work, right? I wasn't gonna go, but I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me go make some money and shit. Because I
Yeah.
because I know right after this storm right here, I know I'm not gonna be in work for like 3 months. And lo and
Yep.
behold, I was out for 3 months.
I remember that. But yeah, man, thanks for sharing, yo. I mean, that's what
Now
story time's about.
now you know what? Did it help me? Well, obviously I'm still here.
Right.
Obviously I get the bullshit with my son, and I bet you still got them. You know what? You're right. I do have them. You want to know why? Because your uncle's voices is on them iPhones. I need to fix them.
You could download them and then upload them to your email and have the files in your email.
I bet.
That's an easy thing. Um,
Yeah. So like you know what? Everyone's different, but I hope that like listen. You know what? If I could beat the urge to like end my life a little early, hopefully someone else can too. Because you know what? Like how can I say this? Yo, once you decide to off yourself, that's it, man. Like you're not spawning back up like it's Call of Duty. Like
word. That's
yo,
true.
yo, you know what? There was an incident at my old job where someone was next to the DMV. Now, the DMV building, right? There's this DMV building, and then there's like these the path train tracks. And some dude climbed over the gate, right? Climbed over the fence, right? And he threatened to kill himself. So, you have a bunch of people talking him out of it, right?
Hmm.
So they talked him out of it. So like he was trying to climb back over, but he slipped and fell. And he
Oh
landed
no.
on the tracks and a train ran him over.
Oh no.
And this is, you know what I'm saying? This is after the fact that he had a change of heart.
Right.
Like, yo, another incident, and my son saw it. You know, a couple weeks ago in Jersey City, some man jumped 10 floors and landed. You know what I'm saying? Trying to kill himself, but he landed on top of a car, crawled out the car with his arm looking like one of them chicken wings from from the Chinese store. After you just rip it up and whatever, trying to eat it, right? Arm like shaped like an L, right
Yeah.
in the wrong direction, right? But yet this man was still alive. You know, like God wasn't done with him.
Nah, man. See, that's why I always feel like because I could do story time. I could do story time. All right. I'm gonna share too. So all right, so I've been diagnosed with some stuff. And see, I was me, the where we differ a little bit is that I was always willing, to go to the hospital and try to get, the help I need through there and take time away from the shit that was really fucking with me, you know.
You
I
see,
just I, I just felt
before you continue, I just want to let you know my pride was going to be the downfall of me.
right. Nah, I
Because
get it, man. I get it.
you know what, a lot of people out here don't want to admit it, that they may have something wrong with them. It's going to take like a real major episode for you to either figure it out or for you to off yourself. It's one of the two. Like, you got a crossroads after that.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Because see, I've been in the mental health game since I was like 12. Like I've been in the mental health system since I was like 12. You know what I'm saying? And I know I know the ups and downs that people go through because I've gone through them, and I know when I know the feeling of being alone. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to feel like, damn, nobody's listening. Nobody's here to talk to me. Nobody's here to roll with me. Nobody's here to ride with me. Nobody's here to just look at me and say, hey, it's gonna be okay. No matter. And the thing is that you have a therapist, but that's their job. You understand? It's their job to talk to you. It's their job to try and get you to understand some things. But when you're talking about friends and family, and they don't want to fuck with you because you're going through shit, or they don't understand what the fuck is going on with you, it's a different thing. It's a different demon. You know what I mean? Because you're sitting there wondering, why isn't anybody here? So it fucks with you. You know, you have to wait for that weekly appointment to go see a therapist when you have friends and family out there and nobody wants to fuck with you because they don't understand what the fuck is wrong with you. So anyway, like I've been hospitalized a couple times. And the thing about my hospitalizations was that each time I went in, I learned something. I learned a new technique, or I learned something about myself. And like you said, you're still here. So you're here for a reason. I know why I'm here. You know why you're here. You know what I'm saying? And the world, we're not done with the world. You understand? It's not the world ain't done with us. We ain't done with the world. You know what I mean? So it's like we're here for a purpose. We have purpose, you know? And when I was in these places, I received what they call, we've talked about this, ECT treatments,
Electric
electric shock
electroshock
treatment.
therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they do is they put these electrode shits right here, right? They they put this shit in your mouth so you don't rip out your teeth, and they try to shock. They try to literally shock whatever it is you're feeling out of you. I don't know who came up with this treatment, how they
That's
found the
some
results.
you know what? That's some barbaric shit.
Yeah, it is. And I
You know what I
had
mean? Like
12 treatments of that shit.
that's
12,
that's
bro.
barbaric as hell, man. Like
I was in my teenage years, bro. I was a teen. I was like, what, 13, 14 years old, getting 12 ECT treatments in 30 days. Come on, man.
you know
You know what
what
I
though?
mean?
Like yo, you know what? I'm maybe, you know what I'm saying, I could be wrong, you know, but maybe it wasn't even supposed to help you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's supposed to make you worse so they could they could keep having you. You know what I'm saying, as a patient. I don't
Oh, I
know.
was
That
a good patient.
yo, you know what? Like yo, you know what? The only thing I learned when I ended up on the second floor, because at the time I was at the second
Yeah, it
floor,
was on the second floor.
right?
Well, the juveniles were on the top floor.
Yeah.
The adults were on the
The
second.
the one thing I did learn on the second floor, there's a lot of fine bitches. That's crazy.
Oh,
Yo,
come on, man.
yo,
Stop.
I'm sorry, yo.
Stop.
Yo,
Stop.
those are a lot of fine
Let me
girls that were
finish my let
crazy
me
as
finish
hell,
my
man.
story. All right,
Like,
stop.
yo, I'm serious though, bro.
All right, all right, all right. All right. All right. Let me finish my shit, bro. So there were a couple times when, I ended up in these places, and I've tried multiple times. I'm not gonna front. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been because I felt like I wasn't good enough for my family. I wasn't good enough for anybody, nor myself. I wasn't good enough for this world. I always felt empty. I always felt alone. I always felt like I needed to just get the fuck out of here. That there was something out there for me. I just couldn't find it. I couldn't get to it. But it's different now. It's different because now, I got the kids. I got the babies and shit. You know what I mean? I got the grandkids, grandbabies. And now it's like, in which I had a conversation with them earlier, and they're doing so good. They're getting so big. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta find purpose. You understand? You gotta find your niche in this world and in your life. Like I like to write. I like to write. I got outlines for a show, a movie, a TV series, a reality show. Like I got ideas, man. It's just putting it together. You know, I got a lot of shit going on, and I know that this world needs me. I'm here for a reason. You know what I mean? And I know that with time, you figure it out. And sometimes people think that by a certain age, they need to have had shit figured out, but that's not true. It's not true.
Nah, it's not true
You
because
figure it out when you figure it out. My new
and
hashtag
and
is 5 from 50, bro. You know
and and
what I'm
and
saying? I
and
mean,
yo, and listen, and not only that, when you think you figured it out, you only figured it out for the moment because every time, like,
some new
because
shit pops up.
yeah, and you're constantly evolving.
Yeah,
It's a constant, you know what? Your growth is a constant evolution,
no doubt.
and that's what's fun about it. Like
That's
because
what's fun. Exactly.
you're constantly evolving. Like what you what what you thought, what I'm saying, was good like 5 years ago, you look at it different. You
Yeah.
know, like yo, you know what? Like you're constantly evolving. So
Yeah. Let's stop at the sadness. I know it's not a sad topic, but we gotta move on to some other stuff. We got a lot of other stuff to talk about. Now, I got a topic here that's gonna ruffle some feathers. Now, we talked about this, I think, last episode, the episode before, but this time it's a child support question because I guess we did. Whoever watched last time talked about it. We talked about it, and they wanted to know more. They want to know why is it, and this is coming from a female, from a woman, why is it women think that it's more of a financial obligation than an emotional connection with the child? Why are they worried more about the money than worried more about a child's well-being?
Because of how the relationship may have ended with, you know what I'm saying, the father.
Okay, that's one.
Every,
That's one.
you know, because you know what, if you dogging your baby moms, right, she's gonna feel like she has power because she has your child, and she's gonna bait you
Right.
with that child all the time.
But isn't that some childish shit though?
It is, you know, it is.
I mean, if you
Like,
think about it, it should. All right, fine. You need money to raise a kid. You need money to buy the kid things. But if you look at society nowadays, man, a lot of that child support money isn't going to the child, man. Let's be real about it.
it's going to her
Because
nails.
nails are getting done.
It's going to her nails, her eyebrows, her wigs. You know, like,
all right, real quick. This is gonna be a real quick history lesson, real quick, real fast. Though back in 18 something, I don't know, 1812 or some shit, a London prostitute created those long eyelashes. Okay, the really long eyelashes. She created them so semen don't get in the eyes of the working girl. Did you know that?
hey, you know what?
And you know what they're called?
Cumbrellas.
Bingo.
You know,
They're
like,
called cumbrellas
she
because
just
they're so long that it protects the eye from the semen. All right, but that was just a quick because we were talking about nails and
well,
eyelashes and shit. But
I mean,
anyway,
at
back
least she
back
has,
to
at least she has the decency to watch her kids.
that's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. But it should never be just a financial obligation. If you have a man who wants to deal with his child, you know what I'm saying, who wants to be around his child.
Yo, first off, these bitches, you know what I'm saying? There's the difference between women and bitches. You know what I'm saying? When I say these bitches, I'm talking about the ones that, you know, that like to use their child as bait.
Right.
You know, y'all some like, you know what I'm saying, and got the nerve to talk about deadbeat fathers. Y'all some deadbeat mothers. You
Yeah.
know, y'all some deadbeat man. I don't want to hear shit. You know what I'm saying? You better go
I
somewhere with that funky ass shit. Man, listen.
Look, I personally feel that every child, whether it be a boy or a girl, needs that role model in their life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's going to help guide them in the direction they need to go. Preferably the father, but it can be an uncle. It could be big brother, big brother, big sister program kind of thing. But I feel like women who think that they could do it all on their own, which some, I mean, I'm not going to front. Some I know women who have done it. You know, they got a kid. They're a single parent, and they
Yo, you know
raise their
what?
kids to the best of their ability.
And you know what? And shout out to y'all women. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
shout out.
Shout out to y'all women. But you know, there's a difference. There's a huge difference between women that are doing it and bitches that are doing it just cause. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just cause, like you know what? It's just cause you want to fit to a narrative.
Right.
You know, like you know, you want to have your baby father on child support, but you know what I'm saying, don't want to, like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, man. Say what you're gonna say, bro.
Whatever, yo. You know what? Don't get me started. Don't get me started because you know what? It's a bad idea to get me started, especially how I feel today. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started.
All
You
right.
know?
All right. So. All
And
right.
shout out to
So.
all I want to say, shout out to my daughter and as for her mother.
Question. There's a question on the board.
What kind of narrative? All right. The narrative that the father's around and he's financially supporting that child, but yet you want to you know what I'm saying? Like, women want to have this certain narrative, like, I did this, you know what I'm saying? I did that. I did everything. I raised this child. No, no. Like let that man, let that man in. Yeah, like yo, you know what? Sometimes you gotta put petty grievances aside. Like yo, you know what? The way I look at it, it's like going to jail. Life, no parole. You know, life, no parole. Period.
So that's the narrative.
Some women have that narrative. That they want to do everything by themselves, right? Don't tell, what I'm saying, like just so they could throw it in your face and you know and the child's face that I did this.
Read it.
No, of course not. Of course not. I agree. You know what I mean? On what the code don't mean shit. What means something is that
Right. Yeah, I know
is
what
that
you're gonna say.
like is that what I'm saying, like he participates as much as he can. Period. You know what I mean? Like
Let the dude that wants to be involved in.
yeah, yeah. That's what we talking about. You know, and then you got some women out here that allows the father to you know be a father, right? Shout out to my son's mother, right? Shout her out. I gotta shout her out, right? And then there's a woman that just wants a check, but don't want the father to be a father. Shout
Right.
out for my daughter's mother.
Yeah, and the ones that just want the checks dropped off are the ones that are gonna sit there and say, "I've done it all myself the whole fucking time, and you had nothing to do with nothing," knowing damn well that man wanted to be involved from the door. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
there's no reason why he should be bashed if he's trying. I
that's what it
mean,
is. Like
yeah, it's yeah. Once again, society got it fucked up. You know, they got it fucked up, and it's sad that it's got to be that way, but that's just how it is, man.
if it's gotta be, it's gotta be.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. So here's all right. So the next thing is how rich is too rich?
Listen,
Meaning,
listen. Before anybody comes up on here and talking about, yes, hold on. Yep, hold on. Yes, they do.
yeah, they
Shout out to
really
my
do.
daughter's mother once again. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
And it's fucked up that it's like that. It really and it's a fucking shame because when first of all having a child isn't you know isn't an instant.
Nah, don't be sorry.
No. Don't be sorry at all.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
No.
You know,
That's what this is
but
for.
but Rebecca, I know one thing you are gonna do. You're gonna send us a box of pizza over here, man, because niggas are starving. I'm just playing. Just playing. Nah,
No,
but
but on the real, you know, it's it's
and
just it's how society is though.
not only that,
A lot of women
not only
they
that.
have kids, and sometimes even if they're pregnant, right? Say a woman is pregnant, she's not going to end up with, she doesn't want to be with the baby's father anymore, right? But the dude is trying to go with you to your appointments. The dude is trying to take care of you. The dude is trying to make sure you're good, you know, and you're still there bashing this man even before the child is born, because you know what? In her head, she's sitting there and she's saying to herself, "I got this motherfucker. I
Life
got him."
for
You
life.
know, life. You know what I'm saying? And it's terrible because they don't want to appreciate
You know
the
what?
the the man that can be a great father.
And
They
and and
they
and you and you and,
they
you- and you
want
know
to
what's the other thing
appreciate the
too?
money, but they don't want to appreciate anything else.
Yo, the other thing too is that the courts. I
Oh, the
mean,
courts are terrible.
Rebecca. I don't know what state you're from, but I'm gonna tell you how Jersey gets down. Right? A woman could lie. You know what I'm saying? Could lie in court And that judge, you know what I'm saying? Like, first off, you know what? I already have 2 strikes on me. Oh, you're from Jersey. So then you already know. You already know. Like, you know what? Whenever you walk in the court, right, against your baby moms, you know what I'm saying? I always have in mind that I already have 2 strikes on me, right?
Right. Right.
I'm a male. Strike one. Strike two. They look at my last name. You know what I'm saying? And that judge, regardless of what, like, regardless of, like, you know how he's trying to be fair about shit. He looks at my last name and the fact that I'm from an inner city area, and he already has it in his mind that I ain't shit. You know,
Facts.
so I have to go prove to him that I'm worth something. You know, like I have to go prove that I'm worth something. That I'm not the stereotype that, you know what I'm saying, that the
That
court
he's
already had in
thinking.
mind.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what? And that is the hardest thing to do. You know, because because like these judges, you know what I'm saying? These judges, like, for a crime, you know, they'll sentence you to life in the morning, and by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they're on a golf course, you know what I'm saying, you know, high fiving their friends, and you know what I'm saying, circle
Talking about how
jerking,
many people they sent to jail.
yeah, and circle jerking Tiger Woods and stuff. You know,
Yep.
like, like that's how it is. So like, it's and what makes it worse, right? It also depends on what order you're in court, because the judge, yeah, Drake is trash. The judge, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be in a good mood, and you know what I'm saying, from the first person they call, and you could be in the middle, and all 23 people done pissed him off. So by the time he gets to you, he don't want to hear your shit. Even though,
Exactly.
even though he has to, but he ain't trying to hear you. He already siding with the female.
Yeah. See that's why with me it wasn't. Yep. You got to be
Yeah,
first on that docket.
yeah,
It's
man.
true.
Like yo,
It's true.
yo, you know what? That is true. Like you know what? And to be first on, and to be like one of the first ones on any docket, you have to have a lawyer.
Yep. That's
You
true.
know, you have to have a lawyer. Like you have to be lawyered up for you know, for that. You know, because we're not lawyered up. If you're not lawyered up, like, you'll be lost in the shuffle. You could be the last one. You could be coming out at 3 o'clock just to hear a verdict. You know, like, you don't even trying to hear.
Yeah, man.
You know,
That's why I'm glad. Like I did. I did the fatherly thing from. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know what? I hate 595 Newark Avenue,
yeah, that's a terrible place.
and I hate Washington Ave too, in Newark. No, Washington Street, 212 Washington Street. That's even worse
Yeah.
in Essex County.
Yep.
Nothing in Essex County. Essex County is worse than Hudson County, man. Anyways, you know what? Don't get me started, bro.
All right.
Don't get me started, bro. Because you know what? You know what? This whole conversation will go left real quick.
Yeah. So um.
What was the other question, bro?
Oh, the other. All right. Yeah, the other question. So we're done with the baby mama stuff. All right. So the other question was, how rich is too rich? What do you
When
think? What do you
when
think?
you know what? I think how rich is too rich?
Yeah.
That shouldn't even be an answer. Yeah, that shouldn't even be a question. Like, look, you know what? I know before anybody says anything, money can't buy happiness. That's true. But
Right.
you know what? I'd rather have my tears hit the leather seats of a Bugatti than my tears hit the seats of New Jersey Transit.
All right, so check this out. I did some research to this question. Do you know that Jeff Bezos,
I knew it.
all right, check this shit
Yo,
out,
he's
bro.
a
Check
piece of
it.
shit, bro, to
Just
be
listen to
honest.
me. Just listen to this, bro. This is crazy. Jeff Bezos' net worth is $195.9 billion, right? There are 7.9 billion people in the world. That's the world population, 7.9 billion, right? This motherfucker can give $1 billion to each person on this planet and still have 188 billion fucking dollars. Do you believe that shit? That is overly rich.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous. You have more money than there are people in the world.
But he's not the richest person in the world, though.
No, he's not. But we're talking about him, no.
Yeah.
I mean, 195.
He's too busy sending his bitch ass to space for fun.
I mean, just think about it. He can literally give each person $1 billion in the world and still have 188 billion in his pocket. That's in fucking insane. To me that's what are you gonna do? You'll never spend that money. You'll never spend that money.
Oh, I will.
No, you
You
won't.
wanna know why?
Why?
Because I will fund with that type of money. Because let's face facts, man. I'm tired of eating chicken, beef, pork, bro.
What do you want? Some filet mignon?
I would no. You know what? I would genetically clone a dinosaur just to kill it, so we could be like, yo, you know what? Brontosaurus legs for dinner. That's the type of shit I'll do with that money.
Oh my god!
I would get unicorns, buy horses, get the horn, stick it to their head, unicorn.
You want to know what I would do with that with money like that? My first priority would be to make sure the kids and the grandkids and everybody else is set up right. That's the first priority. Second is I'm looking to start building football fields for little kids. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing because I'm real passionate about. You know what I'm saying? It's you know
eating unicorns. Hey, you know what? Yo, but let me tell you something, right? And I had this discussion with somebody that they asked, if I won the lottery, what would I do with that money? Right. And they started, like at first, like I was like, yo, you go first. They're like, I'll donate this, that, and the third. What would you do? I'm like, nothing. I'm selfish. Kept it real.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, now, you know what? If I won that money, I'm spending it differently. If I earned that money, I'm spending it differently because you know what? The difference between money won and money earned is that money earned is like you don't forget, you truly don't forget where you're from. Like, you know what I mean?
True.
And like, you know what I'm saying? You built yourself up.
Yep.
If you won that money, it's like you kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hit the cheat code.
Yeah, up, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
Ain't that Contra?
Yeah, 30-man trick.
Yeah, that 30-man trick.
Yeah, but see, I would definitely build football field for the kids, man. Whether you know what I'm saying, because for one, I love football. I'd buy myself into a team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I definitely donate a lot of money because that's just who I am, especially into mental health. You know, I would definitely do something like that. You know, make sure the kids get to college. You know what I'm saying? Give them what they need. And another thing I would do is I would get my mom a music note tombstone with her and her mother's name on it.
That's hot.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know how my mom was with the music. So I would definitely get a big tombstone with her and her mom's name because they're buried together, with a big music note that had their names on it with the dates and all that other shit. I would definitely do that. And then, even though, me and my sis don't communicate, I would definitely take care of her kids, make sure her kids are straightened out, make sure she's straightened out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not a selfish dude. I don't. I give it. If I have it, I give it. You know what I'm
You know what I
saying? I
would do,
mean,
yeah?
well,
I'll buy the Roman Coliseum and have people fight to the death,
yeah, that's you.
right? And then the losers, yo, the losers, right? Well, they ain't gonna fight to the death. They're gonna fight till they get knocked out. And for like shits and giggles, the losers will be placed in a pendulum thing, but no pendulums will be dropped on them, and they get egged in their face for like 15 minutes.
You got to get hit with the egg, the whole egg, right? Not with the egg,
Yes.
not opening it. No, because that shit would hurt. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
of course.
Throwing eggs at people, that
Nah,
shit hurts.
yo, bro. You know I'm playing. I'm playing. You know what? With money like that, man, like yeah, we eating unicorns. You know what I'm saying? Brontosaurus legs, unicorns. The hell with it. Nah. You know what? That's just too much money, bro.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
like, 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 yo, you know what? You could buy your own. You could build your own island, literally. You know what I
Build
mean?
your
Like
own
you.
city, bro. I mean, for real, for real.
No, for real, yo. You could build your own city.
Yeah,
You know. Never mind that. You know what? You could. You know what I'm saying? You could build your own stadium.
yeah.
You know. And then, like, like just go to the NFL. And be like, yo, I have an 80,000, a 90,000 seat stadium, right?
Let's get a team in there.
Yeah, like bro, you know what? You listen, with that type of money, you can figure out what NFL, you know what I'm saying, where the NFL might want to start a franchise at,
Yeah.
right? You gotta look
So
at you gotta look at the cities and look at the media market, right? And then from there, you know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, you know what? I didn't know that, like I didn't know that certain, you know what I'm saying, like all right, if you have an NFL team in Jacksonville, right? You got to go like 60, 70 miles away, like probably like 100 to like another media market that's big enough to sustain an NFL team.
right.
That's why there's no NFL teams in all 50 states. It's all
Mm-hmm.
about the media market,
All
so
right. So, all right. With that being said, we're gonna take a quick break. Then we come back. We got more shit to talk.
all right,
All
bet.
right.
All
All
right.
right. So we'll be back in a bit. Dubs, mute, close
All right,
out.
you already know.
All right. We'll be back.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Back at it.
No doubt about it.
You know. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me load this so they, I gotta look good because
The
I'm
camera, you
vain.
can't. All right, there it is. The camera's better now.
I'm vain like that. Like you know, I live in a superficial Vanity Fair world. Not just playing, man. Nah, I'm lying.
All
Hey,
right.
question. All right. So like for the most that that's like how can I say this? All right, 9 years ago, right? Think about it. Look at the date. 9 years ago, we didn't have no power. You wanna know why? Because the day before Mischief Night, Sandy hit. Where were you when Sandy hit? And did you have power? Did you get flooded?
All right, I can answer that. I was at the crib.
All right,
Did
we're at
not, and
what town?
in my town, in
That's the name of it. My town, New Jersey. All right. What's the zip code?
my town, New
Oh
Jersey.
66666.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Um, I didn't lose any power. It actually everything it
You know what?
flickered
You
a
can
few
go to
times.
hell. You know what? You can go to hell. Right? I ain't trying to hear that shit. I want to hear about
There
the
was
struggle.
no.
I didn't lose
Well,
no
all right,
power.
then you can talk. You can
I
talk.
didn't lose. I didn't lose no power. I'm
Nah, I
bougie
didn't lose
ass.
any. I didn't lose any power.
I didn't lose any power.
I'll be fucking bougie, bro. I didn't lose any. I didn't lose any power, and
You don't know what it was like to struggle with these. You know what I'm saying? These high class refugees in my town, yo. You know what I'm saying? Being rescued by National Guard, yo. You don't know what that's about, bro. Bro, I remember I was talking to National Guards in my town, right? And they were like, "These are the finest group of refugees I've ever seen come out here wearing
oh
Uggs
shit,
and stuff." Yo, water was like 4 to 6 feet deep.
yeah,
All right, so during Sandy, right? I live. Put it this way, right? I'm not gonna disclose my town, right? I ain't gonna disclose that. For those that was like commented earlier, they already know what I'm talking about. So put it this way, right? So I live right across the river from New York City. Like, you know what? I walk like a couple of blocks onto the pier. Manhattan is right there. You know what I'm saying? New York City is right there. So the morning of the storm, um, it was already flooded, right? Transit was, you know, transit was already inundated with river water, you know, and that was that was like probably like around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning.
right.
That's how I knew the storm was real. You know what I mean? Because like there's you know what, like the only time like that ever happened was that other storm that we had like back in the 90s where like they shut down the path for like a week because it got flooded. So so like like I'm like, all right, yo, this is gonna be real. So my brother, God bless his soul, and my nephew came over to the house, right? So I'm outside with my nephew tossing the football because it got a little windy, right? And I felt like, I was like, yo, I got the arm strength of Aaron Rodgers out here with this wind blowing. So I'm here throwing the ball or whatever, right? Over the wires and stuff, right? The streets was empty the night of the storm. You know what I'm saying? The night the storm came and stuff. So that was it. You know what I'm saying? Then like, the wind really picked up, and that's when we knew that, the storm made
Shit
landfall.
was real. Yeah.
Yeah. So we go inside, right? And you know what? I'm gonna Google this song real quick because I want y'all to get a feel of something, right? Well, I'm not gonna Google it. I'm gonna YouTube it real quick. I want y'all to get a feel of something because this like ironically, the name of the song is called um "Calm Before the Storm," right? It's
Hmm.
by Original Gun Clappers. You know, back in the '90s and stuff. Now hold on, listen to it. I was playing this part.
There's a terrible storm
I was playing that part.
And all the lights.
When that part came on, the lights actually went out. Like my laptop, everything went out. When he said that all the lights went out, right? When that part came on, the lights went out, right? And we heard a huge crash, and I'm looking out the window, and like you when the, what I'm saying, when it's pitch black, like your eyes adjust. It's just human nature, you know. So like I see the pole down or whatever. I'm like, damn, yo, So I actually went outside, and like, and I saw like the street light was down. So then like I walked to the corner, and the wind and like the wind was blowing so hard, bro. Like it was just crazy. Like that wind just like was relentless, and it toppled over a tree that fell onto a car. I'm like, and I just heard the crash. When I was walking away, I heard the crash, so I ran back to the corner. And I see this tree topple over. I'm like, yo, let me get back inside. So we get back inside, call it a night, right? Now, we're thinking that, that it was gonna be something like how Irene, what I'm saying, how Irene had done, the year before.
Right.
But like, like we was out for power, we was out of power for like 6 months. I mean, not 6 months. Wow, like 6 hours. Then power was like restored, right? So my neighbor, my nephew, and I, right, we decided to go walk down, walk around town. But we couldn't walk around town because everything south of my block was underwater, like bad.
Yeah.
Right. So we had to wait for that water to recede or whatever to go to my brother's house. And my brother lived in the flood zone. So by the time we got to his block, right, it went from like puddles to like knee deep in water. And there's not no ordinary water, it's sewer water and all that stuff too. Like
right.
Like so we were like, oh, it was pretty bad. So my ex lived in Union City. So my nephew and I, we walked up to our house where she had power and all that stuff, So like I said hi to her or whatever, and we come in, and I was like, yo, you know what, we ain't got no power. Do you mind if I watch a little TV because we ain't got no power? I'm just curious to see what's going on, right?
Right.
I saw Seaside.
Yeah, man.
Seaside Heights. And like I think the casino pier was like in the ocean. I was like, whoa.
Yep.
Yo,
the whole fucking pier, bro.
Yo, bro, that broke my heart because like we had so much memories on there. Like the boardwalk was gone, everything. Like we had like yo, you know what? You would not have memories over there on that original boardwalk.
Yeah, man.
So like,
yeah.
So like that's what was heartbreaking because I was like, wow, yo, like yo, they really, what I'm saying, the storm is really the truth. Right. So so then like right after that, like after watching the news and stuff, right? They declared martial law in my town, and for those of you that are not aware, like when FEMA hits the ground, like all your constitutional rights they're revoked. That's what martial law is about. And we have to be back home at a certain time. They instilled the curfew and stuff. So of course I don't listen, I don't pay attention. So I was out past curfew, just wandering, right? Just surveying the damage and stuff. And I was like, yo, you know what? All right, it's gonna be one night, no power. Day 2 comes, and I hear like a familiar sound that I haven't heard in such a long time, and that was like military helicopters and National Guard trucks rolling through the streets. And I'm like, yo, this is serious, right? So like with the power out, I had no cell phone service. Like I had to walk a couple of blocks to where there has where there was where there was power, where there was cell phone service. So my job has been calling me. This is when I was working for Port Authority at the time. My job has been calling me, so I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm here thinking that, hey, they're just checking up on me because you know what? They must have seen the news, right? So I walk over to where the power was at. Charged my phone, made a phone call. I ended up calling my job. I'm like, hey, what's up? It's like, hey, you think you could come in today? I'm like, I looked at the phone, right? And I'm like, yo, I know I didn't hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, repeat that again. We're kind of short. You think you could come in? I'm like, you have a boat? Because that's the only way I'm coming in. Like, get the Port Authority cops to get the scuba diver team or something. That's the only way I'm coming in. Harbor Patrol.
Right.
They're like, so you sure you can't come in? I'm like, bro, listen, you know what? CNN is down here. Does it look like I can come in?
Right. Yeah.
So we ain't had no power for 7 days, man. 7 days.
Damn.
And you know what's worse? You know
What?
what was the most frustrating part is that I actually ended up going to work because I couldn't take it no more. I'm here thinking that, all right, you know what? It's Port Authority. They got power. No, they was running on generators. And that day I worked 36 hours straight because I didn't want to go back home.
Right.
Right. I even bought my laptop. I had my laptop charged. I had my laptop charging, right? Just to charge it. I worked 36 hours that day. It was like probably like the third or fourth day I couldn't take it no more. Of just being like, I felt like a prisoner. So I ended up walking up the viaduct, right? And then walking from the viaduct all the way to John Square. That right there was close to a 3-hour trip.
Yeah. That definitely is like a 3 fucking hour trip.
No. It wasn't a 3-hour walking trip. It was like a 90-minute trip.
That's a long walk, though.
Yo, it is because you know what? You have to circumnavigate all the way up. Like you know what? I was trying to find dry land to walk up on.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got up to the hills, I knew I was good.
Yeah.
So like I stood at work for 36 hours, right? And bro, like it was like the weirdest thing, man. Like when night fell, it fell. That was it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying once once the sun went down, it was a wrap. But like yo, you know what? I remember the carnage the storm left behind, like Queens, like this neighborhood went up in flames. I forgot the name of the neighborhood, but it's the same neighborhood where like right after 9/11 that plane crashed into Queens.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
I forgot the name of that neighborhood though, bro. Like that same neighborhood went up in smoke. Like I saw like Rockaway, Long Island,
Yeah.
Coney Island, how like all the beaches were gone, bro. Like the Battery Tunnel, even the pass stations, yo, like they got rushed.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Like you know what, like when everything was seeded out and they pumped out all the water, right? The people that I work for, they were telling me that they were finding sharks, literally sharks in the train tunnels, squids, fishes, obviously. Yo, they were finding a lot of animals. So like bro, like, and yet like everyone talks about like global warming and stuff. I mean that could probably contribute to it, right? Because as of late, when it rains in Jersey, it rains and it floods quick.
Yeah.
So how can I say this, man? Like, and not only that, man, like you also gotta look at the geography of the what I'm saying, of where you're at. Like,
Yeah.
Like Passaic County is a valley. Like Wayne floods, like you like you pour a bottle of water of Wayne, all of a sudden it's a flood.
That's true. That is fucking true.
No,
So
it's like it's like what I'm saying. you look, you know what I mean? You could actually blame global warming, but you could also blame the ancient infrastructure that we have because you know up here in Jersey, New York City, or whatever, right? Our infrastructure is, you know what I'm saying, obsolete compared to like newer cities like down south,
Yeah.
you know? So like, you know, like newer cities I was finding like 18, 1900s or whatever, you know, they have like a better infrastructure compared to, you know, what it is up here.
Right. So yeah, that was a crazy time, man. That was definitely a crazy
Yo,
time.
there was a lot of looting. A lot of pharmacies
Yeah.
got looted, you know,
Yep.
because yo, you know what? I kept on hearing y'all got the perks for the low. I'm like, oh, you must have hit that. You know, you must have hit that pharmacy on
Yeah.
9th Street. Everybody else is
Yep.
hitting that shit. You know, like you know what? Like it was basically Christmas time. You know, like if you had a criminal mind, that time was Christmas because meanwhile the cops and firefighters were responding here and there, right? Everything was out there for the taking. Like I heard like a gun shop was broken into that time. You know what I'm saying? Like in Jersey City.
Yeah. That was it was terrible. It was definitely something that I
Which
hope.
brings me, you know what I'm saying, which I want to further prove a point. Like Ida, you know, I think Ida was in early September,
Yeah.
right? Bro, I didn't go to work that day because I had gone to a, you know, I got hurt at my work. So I had a dream that my car was underwater. And I'm
Right.
like, yo, I gotta go get to my car. So I'm shaking off the effects of the muscle relaxers, right? And you know, I'm walking. The minute I hit that corner, I start walking down, right? And I'm like, holy shit, yo, like yo, the water was rising and it
Yeah.
was raining hard. Like the water was rising fast too. So what I did is that I jumped on my on the trunk, right? I opened the back door and I climbed, you know, into the back seat because you know, like,
You're lucky you got to your fucking car.
bro, you know what? You know how I feel about my sneakers. I love my sneakers. I ain't gonna wear my sneakers for nothing. So
Yeah.
then you know, like I climbed into the front seat and then I was able to you know, back my car out. You know, other cars was lucky. The following day after Ida, right, driving Route 3 was like the intro to The Walking Dead. We see cars like parked sideways
Yeah. It
on
was
third.
terrible.
Yo, man,
Fucking
and 20,
21 was terrible.
21 was no better. And you know what, like, and you know what, like driving through like North Newark next to Brown Square Park,
Yeah.
you could tell, like, you know what I'm saying, that the water was rushing down hard because like
I actually
like
posted a
yo, all these cars like, you know what I'm saying, perched on the sidewalk. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Global warming is a motherfucker. But you know what? So is overpopulation.
yeah, that's a
You
whole
take the
other.
good, you take the bad.
Yeah. Another question here, man.
All right, what's up?
All right. Have you ever had this can't be happening to me moment? And what was it?
Funny. Um, I had kidney stones, right? And they had to put a stent, you know, into my penis to push the stone back up because the day before, I was told that I needed surgery, but I opted to go home because I wanted to go back to work the following day. Well, that night I got up sick as hell, throwing up, right? And my my breath felt like, you know what I'm saying, tasted like bleach. So I almost went to septic shock. So like they kept me there, gave me IV, they pushed the stone up the following day, right? So so like Papo and these you know what I'm saying, and these two girls from Elizabeth, they come visit the kid, right? You know, telling them about what's going on or whatever. So they come visit me, right? I'm in front of the house. And because I was living with my ex at the time in Union City and I didn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be around my parents. So I'm in front of the house, right? You know, I've been drinking a lot of water. Like I'm trying to get adjusted to the stent because when
Yeah.
you urinate, it burns, bro. Like it burns, it burns, it burns. So I'm trying to get, you know, what I'm saying, acclimated to the stent.
Sounds like an STD to me, but
Yep.
go ahead.
And like, you know, and like it, and and you're urinating, you know, like crimson nonstop.
Right, I get it, man. I'm just fucking with you.
So yeah. But you know, so like I've been drinking a lot of water because you know like the painkillers and like all the medication you're taking, it dries you out. So
Right,
I'm drinking a lot of water, like you know, by the ton, and it was a summertime too.
right,
So mind you, for those of you that had a stent in you, you cannot run. Like you're walking funny, like you're moving funny, you're walking funny.
right.
So all of a sudden, I had to use the bathroom, right? So I was like, "Yo, shit, I'll be back." And you have a stent in you, you can't tighten up your urethra. You know,
Right.
like the stent is there for a reason, so you can urinate like crazy. So I go upstairs, right? Like you know, like I'm like shaking my hand already because like it like you know like it hit. So I'm shaking my hand, you know, trying to go upstairs. I'm hobbling up the stairs, right? So I get to the door, right? And I'm like holding in my pee, and I was like, oh man, this can't be happening to me. So like you know, like my hands are shaking like this because you know no one wants to open the door. I'm here banging on the door. No one wants to open the door. So like I finally open the door, right? I get to the kitchen. I'm like, then yo, it just I couldn't hold it in. So I peed on myself, right? I'm like, no, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm like, mommy, yo, like a little kid, yo, like I started almost crying, bro, because like I'm peeing on my shorts, I'm peeing everywhere in the kitchen floor, right? I'm like, like I'm embarrassed, yo. I'm in, mind you, I'm embarrassed, man,
that's
because
that's the epitome of this
yo,
can't be
but
happening to me.
yeah, exactly because you know what you have, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a stent in you,
Yeah.
you know. So you know, I was like, no, and then I couldn't hold it in, and it just left.
Yeah, that's yeah, I'm trying to think of one for myself because I've had plenty. I'm just trying to think of a good one.
You ever got caught cheating? That's that. You know what I'm saying? This can't be happening to me, right?
Mm, yeah, that's crazy. No, there was one. I got one. I got one. Yeah. So we're on the corner.
Prostituting.
No, the by the payphones,
Oh yeah. I remember
and
that.
cops roll up, and you know we're just cooling out. They start with the bullshit. What's your name? What are you doing here? And all this other shit,
I
right?
used to hate, yo. Hold on, before you continue. I used to hate when they did that shit. You know, like, bro. You know what? You had me in handcuffs how many times, and you asking me what my name is?
Exactly.
You know, like it's like that Alicia Keys song. You don't know my name.
Yeah.
You know, like
So we're chilling there, and they roll up. What's your name? What are you doing here? All this other shit, right? So they get to me. What's your name? What you doing here? I'm like, you know my name already. Like, why are you even bothering us? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing anything. Oh, we have a wise ass here. I'm like, oh man, see, you don't know. At that point, he doesn't know who the fuck he's talking to, right?
yo, you know
They
what?
call in, they hold on, they call in the supervisor, right? The shift supervisor, whoever it is that's supervising that night. They come over and they're like, listen, answer the guy's fucking question, stop being a fucking wise ass, or we're gonna take you in. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, all right, this is my name, and what I'm doing here is I'm minding my own fucking business. All right, they take me in. For what? I don't know. For just standing there. So now they tried to say that I looked like someone who
I love
was,
those.
yeah, I looked like someone that beat up someone earlier that evening, that I fit the description. So the first this can't be happening to me came up. I'm like, this can't be fucking happening to me right now. They're gonna lock me up, not even knowing if I'm the dude. I mean, I'm not the dude. I wasn't the dude that did it, but I'm just saying they're gonna try and pin this shit on me, right? So I'm like, yo, I gotta make a phone call. So, mind you, I'm a minor. All right, they couldn't question me without an adult. They just wanted to know if I was the kid. I'm like, no, that it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. So I make my phone call. I call my cuz. You know who my cuz is, right?
Yeah.
I call him up. I'm like, listen, your boys are wilding over here, man. Like, you know? He's like, what happened? So I explain what happened. And he's like, hold on, let me make a phone call. So I hang up. He makes a phone call. Now at that time, he wasn't, you know, high ranking. So, you know, anybody above him had say. So of course, you know, the one that really wants to lock me up is one that's been wanting to lock me up. You, of course, you have one of those too. You know what I'm
You always
saying?
had a cop that loved
You
his
always
job
have
a little
one
too
that just
much.
wants to lock you up. That just wants to see you locked up.
There was
And
always one that loved his job a little too much.
So I'm sitting there, and that's the one that took me in. That's why I was like, this can't be happening to me right now. The supervisor was cool with the one that wanted to lock me up. So I was like, this is fucked up. So finally, about 4 hours later, bro, sitting in the cell 4 hours later. Oh, they got the dude that did it. All right. So why the fuck am I still in this cell? Oh, well, you can't leave because you need somebody to come pick you up. This is when the second part of this can't be happening to me pops up, because you know who I got to call? You ain't gonna believe who I got to call. I couldn't call Mom News. I had to call Abuela.
Oh.
I had to call my grandmother because my mother wasn't available. So at that point, I'm like, this can't be happening to me right now. I said, you just can't let me go. I live right here. They were like, nope, you got to have somebody come pick you up. I'm like, fuck. This can't be happening to me. So I call her. She's like, where are you? I'm like, this is where I'm at. What did you do? I didn't do nothing. You did something. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. They took you in for a reason. I'm like, Grandma, I didn't do nothing. Just can you please come get me? Are you serious? I'm in my bata. I'm like, oh my God. So she comes down. She walks in. And when she walks in, the whole fucking precinct said, oh my God, because they know exactly who the fuck she is. They're like, you called her to come get you? I'm like, I had to. So she had to sign me out. So as she's signing me out, she's talking her shit to the cops and to me. So we get to the crib, and she said, I know you didn't do it because they told me that. And this was before she got to the place to pick me up to the precinct, that somebody along the way told her that I didn't do it because I was just chilling there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of those funny, this can't be happening to me moments. I had Abuela, the Don Dada, the family,
yeah,
come pick me the fuck up.
Yeah. You know what another this can't be happening to me moment was?
What?
All right, so there was an incident where you know, I ain't gonna name no names, but one of your friendly boys in blue was knocked out. You was there that night.
Okay.
In the bar.
Oh.
Yeah,
Who,
then like
yeah.
then like I went to go
thinking,
break it. I went to go
you
break
went
it
to go,
up.
yeah,
That
I
you know,
remember.
like I was stomping, you know what I'm saying? I was helping, you know, I was helping my boy, you know,
yeah, you
whatever.
were sliding those kicks in there.
Yeah, sliding those kicks. Meanwhile, I'm trying to break up the fight. Then you know, my boy, you know, homeboy and I had to bounce, right? So so like, you know, the next morning, right? my doorbell rings, and I go to the window and I see cop cars. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so I open the window. I'm like, what's up? So yeah, come down, or we're gonna go upstairs. We have to ask you questions and stuff. I'm like, about? Like, oh no, we just need to talk to you. I'm like, am I under
No, you
arrest?
don't. I know. No, you don't.
I was like, I'm under arrest. They're like, oh, we just gotta ask you questions. I was like, if I'm not under arrest, I ain't answering shit. You can leave. Have a nice day. Right? So and then like they kept on ringing the doorbell. Then I opened the window. I'm like, what happened? Right? And then more cop cars came. It's like, oh, we have to, we have to come upstairs. It's gonna be a problem. Like, I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. So I wash my mouth and stuff, right? I called my dad, right? And I told him the situation because, what happened the night before.
Yeah.
And he was like, just go with them.
Yeah, I know your pop's voice.
My dad was mad. I didn't want to call my mom, because you know what? Like she was like, she's at work. My mom was a teacher at the time, Head Start teacher. So I was like, all right, man, you know what? I'll go with them and stuff, right? So like, they keep on ringing the doorbell. So like I answered with an attitude. I was like, what the fuck you guys want? You know me, you know what I'm saying? Like when it came to authority, I don't know what it was. Like I always had a problem with authority. So I opened the window. I said, what the fuck you guys want? I said, man, I'm coming down. I went, took a shower, right? I get down, right? I said, yo, what happened? They placed me under arrest, right? That was the dumbest move. Like, I don't even know why I went downstairs, right? They cuffed me, right? Threw me in the car, whatever, Mirandized me or whatever. Threw me in the car. I'm trying to ask, like, what's this about? Like, you knew what it's about, right? And then they tell me about the situation.
Don't you find it funny how when cops go to lock you up, like they'll rough you up and shit, but when they go to put you in the car, they hold your head and put you in the car instead of just slamming your face into the fucking car and throwing you in
funny? You know what I find funny about, like most of these cops, right? Is that they're tough when they got the, when they got the uniform on, right? When you run into them in person, right? And you like you eyeballing them down or whatever because you have a problem with him and he has a problem with you, right? But he won't say nothing to you or either look your way.
See, I never.
Right? No, bro. So check this out, right? So this is where this can't be happening to me situation happens. So they got me in cuffs, right? And all of a sudden I hear kids. And I hear a familiar voice, a familiar woman voice.
Oh, I remember this now clearly. Yeah. I was trying to put it in my. Then it just hit when you said kids. I said, "Oh, I remember that day."
Like I hear kids in the precinct with a very familiar voice.
Yeah.
And then it dawned on me. I'm like, my mom can't be here. This can't be happening, right? So I'm like, oh man, my mom is here, right? So I'm like this, right? I had my head down or whatever, right? I wasn't talking or saying nothing. They're like, would you like to go visit the holding cell? Yeah. Guess who happens to be in a holding cell?
Yeah, guess who happens to be there?
Me.
Yep.
So my mom's talking to the cops and she looks and she was like, yeah. And then she just paused real quick, right? And I looked up, I was like this. I was like, oh man. I just put my head down, yo. Like, like you're cuffed. So I'm like this. Right? And like right before she leaves, right? She was like, because everyone knows my mom because she's a teacher. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
So
she probably taught all those damn cops.
She taught, you know what? Some of the cops that are cops now, half of them, my mom, you know what I'm saying? Some of them was in my mom's classroom.
Yeah.
So like she comes to the cell, she was like, what did you do? I just looked at my mom, right? And like I saw the embarrassment and pain in her eyes or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, this can't be happening to me, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Like, but you know me, like when like my reaction, like I started laughing in my mom's face. I was like, I don't know, right? Because I didn't
Right.
do nothing. But I mean, I did, but I
You
didn't.
did, but you didn't.
Yeah, like, yo, you know what? Like, so I end up, catching that little, catch a little bullshit charge, right?
Yeah.
And they let me go on the humble, like no more than 20 minutes later. I don't know if my mom talked to them or not, but no more than 20 minutes later, right? So, I'm back on the streets, right? I see my mom, yo, she was like, Eric, come upstairs. I go upstairs, right?
Dubs, go upstairs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I said my name or whatever, right? So I go upstairs or whatever, right? And she's there talking to me or whatever, right? And I'm getting mad because I'm embarrassed. Like I feel her pain. I was like, yo, F the police. I was like, I'm on my NWA shit, mom.
Yeah. I know how
And
that
then
ended up.
you know what? For someone that's 4'11", right? I mean, I'm 6 feet. She's 4'11", right? She reached to slap the shit out of me, right? And that was like I think that was like my second or third "this can't be happening to me" moment for the day, right?
Mm-mm.
So I got slapped the shit out of. Then my father came, he went upside my head.
No shit.
You know, yo, you know what? Speaking of which, you know what? This is where I'll slide this comment in real quick. Yes, I grew up with two parents in the house, right? The youngest of three, right? You guys think that, growing up with two parents in the house, that I'm lucky, right? That's what you guys think, right? Oh, you had it good. No, I got dumped. All right. Look at me. Look at me. All right. When you're the child that, all right. So the running joke of my family is this, and I came up with the joke, right? I used to tell my brothers, I was like, oh, you guys took the good genetics. You guys just left me with the leftovers. Right?
Oh my god.
You want to hog up all the good shit, right?
Right.
You guys
You
left
might
me
as
with
well
the
promote
leftovers.
that monster because you're showing a lot of it.
Oh yeah. You know what? We ain't getting paid for it, but monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I'm like, oh, you guys took up all the good stuff. Right. So I was one of those kids, and growing up, that if I did something, I was going to do it in front of you. I was going to do it regardless.
Right.
I was a very ballsy kid, and with that came a lot of ass whoopings.
Yeah.
You know, usually from my mom, but sometimes my dad would jump in. Like sometimes it was my dad, sometimes it was my mom's, sometimes it was both. So
Right.
no, I wasn't that lucky to have two parents in the house because I got jumped, yo. You know what? Before I was getting jumped in the streets, I was getting jumped in my house. How about that, yo? How about
Yeah,
that?
that's how can this shit be happening
What?
to me? Right. Yeah, man.
What?
I
You
mean,
know what? I was getting jumped in my house by people bigger than me too.
yeah,
Huh?
that's crazy.
What you know about that, huh? La
Yeah.
Correa, Jean-Claude,
Yeah. The chancla.
the wire, the switch. See, you kids don't know nothing about that.
That's
You
true.
you kids know nothing about mischief night. You're too glued to your phones and stuff. Even though mischief night was bad, you know what though? We were living.
That's right.
We were alive. Before
Yep.
this whole
That's very
technology
true.
thing really took over, we was alive. And you know what? We had Nintendo. Nintendo was an 8-bit video game.
8-bit. You got it
8-bit. It's
right.
not.
8-bit.
It's not like It's not like PS5 or PS4. You know. It was
Yeah.
nothing. It was
The
nothing
struggle was
near
real,
that.
blowing into those cartridges and
Oh,
shit.
what?
That
What?
was not that was
The
yeah.
yo. You know what? Before Madden, there was Tecmo Bowl.
That's right. So real quick, because it's we've been on 2:30. All right. So
We can go for another half an hour. We can.
all right. All right. So here's another question. I
What's
don't
up?
know where these people come up with these questions, bro.
Yeah,
If you
go
had a
ahead.
personal mascot, what would it be?
Man, I don't need a mascot. I am my own mascot.
Word. Good
I don't need a
answer.
mascot. You know what? It's the same question. Like, oh, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? If you become famous,
I
I
don't
would
want to be
hide from the
famous.
public
Yeah, I
because I don't want to
be
be famous. No,
Yeah,
for
me
what?
neither. I don't like
Fame,
the
yo,
spotlight.
you know what I'm saying? The whole idea of being famous is that you can never be yourself. You have to appease to other people. You know, because if you don't appease to other people, you could be canceled. You know,
You know, speaking of canceled,
that cancel culture got to go. You know,
yeah,
like
that shit's that's
that
definitely got to go, bro.
you know what cancel culture was good until it wasn't good. Like you know what? Like, all right, like the Dr. Seuss books,
Right,
those deserve to be. You know what I'm saying? Those were canceled rightfully so.
right.
You know, but then like you went after a cartoon like Pepe Le Pew. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like yo, you know what? He was a
I
crazy.
understand.
Say,
Look.
like
When you say
looking back, looking back, like yo, that was sexual harassment. But you know what? It was what it was back for its time. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Warner Brothers canceled Pepe Le Pew before you guys even got on trying to cancel him.
yo,
Because
how are
I
you
haven't
going to
seen Pepe
cancel
Le
the
Pew in a
cartoon
car.
that's been chasing the same cartoon for 75 years?
That's called faithfulness. You know, but
You know
hold
what I'm
up,
saying? That he's
but
been chasing the same fucking
but
cartoon for like 50 years, 75 years, 50 years, whatever it is. And you're going to cancel him now? Why not cancel Miss Piggy for being abusive to Kermit? She beats the motherfucker up all the time with her chops and shit.
hey, you know what?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna go that route, you know what I mean? What
Yo,
about the fucking Roadrunner? You know what you know what that fucking bird does to that coyote, man?
I thought that's animal abuse.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Johnny Bravo.
Another one. Yo,
Another.
but you know what though?
I'm just saying, but you know,
But you know what though? Like you never seen yo, you know what? There will never be another Johnny Bravo cartoon again though. You know what I'm
nah, they
saying?
won't. They won't.
Because you know it doesn't fit today's narratives.
Right. You're
You know,
right.
like you know, like back then, you know, back then things could slide.
Yeah.
You know, like it was noticeable, but you're like, all right, you know what? Like our generation knew how to differentiate a cartoon to real life.
Right.
You know,
How about if you think of comedians compared to back in the day to today,
oh Eddie
except for
Murphy would be done.
Chappelle, but Eddie Murphy,
Eddie Murphy would be done, yo.
yeah, he'd be canceled. I
If he
mean,
came out with
that
raw deliveries
Eddie
now,
Murphy
yo, like
Raw. Oh my god.
yo, raw or deliveries, yo, he will be done.
And that's why he's having such an issue. Such not an issue, but he's having a problem because he wants to do stand up again. He said, he goes, I really want to do stand up. You know what I'm saying? It's how I started and I want to get back to it. But he clearly said it's so hard with all the sensitive shit going on in the world today.
No, but I don't I don't understand like where did all this sensitivity come from? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like the same way, like where did all these genders come from? You know,
Mm.
like the sensitivity came from I don't know, like the same way the genders, like I don't know where all them came from, right? Like you know, it went from he to she to they to it.
Right. Right.
You know, like you know, and that other coalition, right?
Right.
Like, yo, they wield a lot of power, and I'm gonna keep on saying it every week. Like, I understand that you know you guys fought hard to be noticed. You know what I'm saying? Be
To
the
be considered
center.
equal.
Yeah. All right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fine. You're equal. You know, like me personally, I never had a problem with that because you know what? I'm not God. I
Right.
don't judge you because you know you like it. You know what I'm saying? You like the same sex. I can't judge you because you know what? Who am I to judge? Right?
Right.
That's between you and the man upstairs. That's not
Right.
between you and I. Right? Okay. So however, you know what? My issue is, and I'm gonna keep bringing this up till it makes sense. All right, John Gruden.
It only has to make sense to you because you're the one that's saying it.
Yo, you know, I'm gonna keep bringing it up till it makes sense to those who's watching and listening.
Okay.
When it, you know what I'm saying, if you're not listening live, you're going if you listen later, like,
Listen to it later, yeah.
yeah, you know, let it resonate. John Gruden, right? Those emails came out on a Thursday. I remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you know he was making some racial remarks or whatever. He was still allowed to coach a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know it's like we kind of got desensitized to like, people making racist remarks, right?
Right.
So it's like, all right, you know what? Yeah, that's messed up, but it could be swept under the rug,
Right.
right? But the minute he called, he said something about Michael Sam and called Roger Goodell, I think he called him a faggot, right? Excuse my language, but that's what they called him. Like
I
a
think that's what he said.
yeah,
I didn't read the email.
along those lines. The minute those got released, he resigned immediately because of the backlash.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just Dave Chappelle was right. Like one group has too much power and the other group does not.
Right.
The other group is still struggling just to get the power that one group has.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it all stems from.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
But like this cancel culture, it just got real stupid.
Yeah, it did.
See, that's the reason why I'm glad I'm not famous, because I would have been canceled a long time ago.
Yeah. That's right. But you know what? You know what though?
Like a long time ago, I would have been, they would have been like, oh, start a petition and whatever.
Yeah.
And you know what? And even then I wouldn't care. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because you can't cancel someone that's willing to get canceled.
That's true. I don't give a fuck. You could try and cancel me. You're not gonna fucking seal my motherfucking mouth shut. I'm gonna keep talking my shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like
There's way.
It's not like there's a fucking protest outside cancel Corleone. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you know what? And even if there was a protest there, I'll be on my megaphone just talking shit back.
Yeah, that's it.
Like you know what? You know what? Like Dave Chappelle, he's standing up to the cancel culture,
right?
And that's what's making him more famous.
Yep.
Like that's what's making him more. Like, you know what? You want to you know what? You want to cancel people on the wrong things, all right? But now you're canceling people on jokes. Bro, jokes are entertainment. Everyone gets cracked on. What makes you so different?
That's true. It's very true.
Like what's the difference? Like what makes one group so different from the other?
Damn. I completely understand, man. I get it 110%.
Oh, and speaking of which, what makes certain comedians so great is that they crack jokes on themselves.
Yeah. Who's your favorite comedian right now besides Chappelle?
Chappelle, that's it.
Nice.
There's Chappelle, and then
give me your top 3 comedians. Your top 3 comedians. Like who can you sit there and watch and not have,
I actually like watch right through?
Yeah.
George Carlin.
Because
you know what?
Definitely.
He said, you know what? If George Carlin was alive, they will cancel him immediately.
He'd have been the first.
Immediately.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they will cancel him, and he'll be like, "Oh, you guys are a bunch of pussies."
Yep.
Say the truth.
That.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, and vintage Eddie Murphy, the raw, delirious one.
Yes.
So
for me,
and Richard and Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor.
Okay.
But like, you know what? At the end of the day, when you're speaking of Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, you also got to give Paul Mooney that credit.
Yeah.
Because Paul Mooney was the one that, was behind the scenes.
Yeah. For me, it's definitely Murphy, Pryor, Chappelle, and Carlin, like that. Yeah, same thing, because they Richard Pryor, man, was fucking genius, bro.
You mean
So
Paul
fucking
Mooney?
yeah, but you know what
He
I
wrote.
mean. He wrote, but you got to go out there and perform.
Yeah, true,
You know what I mean?
true.
So you know,
You you know, you know what? You know who was good too? Bernie Mac, yo.
yeah, Bernie Mac was a good
Oh,
dude
that,
too.
yo, you know what? The way he delivered his jokes, man, like his delivery was on point. Um, Martin Lawrence, like in the 90s.
In the '90s, not now.
Nah, not now, not now. But in the 90s, Martin Lawrence, yo, he was up there.
Yeah.
Um, Eddie Griffin, remember Voodoo Child?
Yes.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker was a good one.
Chris Tucker was good, but like you know what? Chris Tucker was like one of those there's marathon runners and there's sprinters.
Yeah.
He was a sprinter. You know, like you know what? He couldn't hold a show, like a real show.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah, because his Netflix special wasn't good.
nah, you know what? But you give him 100-yard dash, you know what I'm saying? He's winning it.
Yeah.
You know, like as like Chris Tucker, like doing a show is like having Usain Bolt run the New York City Marathon.
Yeah, because at first it's you know,
You know, and yo, you know what? And that's like it's like that with a lot of those comedians. Like you know what, Kevin Hart, like Kevin Hart is a hit and miss.
yeah.
Because you know what, man, like when everybody's like, yo, Kevin Hart's funny as hell. Like I'm here watching this stuff and
Yeah, I don't find it real funny.
I'm like, yo, you know what? Certain things I do find funny, but like my face is like this. I'm like,
Yeah. I think Robin Williams was a good stand-up comic too. There's one skit he did about golf that I'll never forget. How the Scottish people created golf. The funniest. You gotta wait later on. You watch that shit.
I'm gonna YouTube it.
Yeah, Robin Williams Scottish golf or some shit it's called. It's amazing. It's the funniest shit, bro, and it makes so much sense. It's great. I'll never forget that one skit because I watched it on an HBO special years ago, and I was like, that's some funny shit. Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
You know what? Like do you know how this became a bad, you know what I'm saying? Like damn near curse? The middle
No.
finger, like the history behind it. I think the English and French was at war with each other, right? And this is back then where like, you know, they used the arrows to you know what I'm saying? Like they had the bow and arrow, that's how they used to fight. So I think the English would throw up the middle fingers to the French to let them know that they still got their fingers. You know what I'm saying? The middle finger to use. And that's how, you know what I'm saying, it became like
To release the arrows?
Yeah.
All
So
right,
and
I get it.
I think that's how it became offensive. Or I think it's the other way around. I don't know, but it's one of them. It's one of them.
That's interesting. That's interesting. That's a good little history thing right
Yeah.
there. All right. Sounds good.
You know what? And I'm also glad summer's over for one reason. Because some of you women was out here wearing those Air King Leonidas's 18 boots. You know,
Oh
like
no.
you know, when I work my 9 to 5, but I gotta go to the Monopoly at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's funny.
I gotta go fight the Persians at 8.
Yeah.
You know, and yo, you know what? And I seen some dudes right that was like wearing them Air Bethlehem's 13s, yo.
Yeah, those are expensive, man. They run about 3 G's.
When you leave the stock exchange at 5, but you gotta go attend the Roman crucifixion at 8.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right. All right.
look, you know what, man? Like you know what? Where does society go where men are wearing jeans tighter than their girls, man?
I I don't know. Just like this a society where men look prettier than their girlfriends.
Nah, bro, listen. You know what? You know, and what makes it worse is like it's like, you know what, man? Like social media, like yo, you know what? Believe it or not, fame is a real drug.
Yeah.
You know, it's an unseen drug, yo. Like it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a real drug because like think about it, right? You have, you know what I'm saying, you have everyone on TikTok wanting to be influencers.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
But who you trying to influence? Like, how is that? Yo, like, what does your, you know what I'm saying? Like, how? You know, like, yo, I never want to be famous ever. You know, like, you know, like, I'm good where I'm at. Like, I like being the unknown.
Right.
You know, I don't want my name around there like that. For what? I mean, granted, you know what? Let's just say, you know, this little thing that we do for fun
Mm-hmm.
blows into something else, right? The minute, you know, like it becomes like, you know what I'm saying, like it becomes like a corporate thing, that's when it stops being fun.
Exactly.
You know,
I
because like
cannot let that happen.
because you know what, that's when you start, you know, you start having to abide by rules that you know you don't want to follow.
Right.
But you know, like that's the, you know, and like these Instagram and TikTok people that just want to be famous, but for what? You know, you're famous for what though? What are you famous for?
Right.
What
Hold on. My camera's acting up.
what, you know, like you're famous for what? Doing dances and stuff? You know?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, but my camera's acting up. Yeah, keep going. My bad.
Due to technical difficulties were beyond our control, Big Corleone's stinking ass would not be performing with us.
Go ahead, man. My bad. I don't
Nah,
know why it's acting up.
yo, but like that, you know, fame is a drug, man. And social media is, you know what I'm saying? Social media is the dealer, you know, because like there's so much of an outreach
Yeah.
where like you know what, your average nobody could all of a sudden have like 217 followers on Instagram, and now they feel like they're the shit.
Yep.
You know, like it's weird, man. Like it's some weird shit.
Yo, why the fuck ain't my camera working now? It's on. Hold on.
Yes, I'm here by myself. Oh, never mind.
Oh shit.
I rose my hand like yes.
All right, we'll
Damn,
give you that.
damn, I need a suntan, man. Like you see me? You see me? Oh, I'm here by myself. Hey, what's up? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but what I was trying to do was because we're gonna end the show.
Mhm.
I wanted to do a little AKA thing real quick. You
I
know
go
what I'm
ahead, shoot,
saying?
yo. Like, look, you know what? So what if your camera's having a little technical difficulties, bro? Just shoot it. Just shoot it real quick.
Hold on. Um, let's see what we have here. So all right. So how many AKAs you got that really, you know what I'm saying, that you really use?
Oh man, yo, this Dubs the Dawn, aka Savage McField, aka Petty Murphy, aka oh man, bro, I got a lot of names. Your sister's mother, grandmother, auntie, wet dream. When I say your sister, oh, and your female cousins, but they all have to be over 18.
Right.
And your wife and fiance's wet dream. Um, aka oh, that's my baby. AKA
That's so funny.
yo, there's too many AKAs, man. You know, like I got at least like 9 or 10. And I only read you like 4 or 5. That's just off the top of the head. You know,
So
per squad,
which one do
aka
you
per squad general, 5-star, aka you know what it is.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what it is.
you know what it is.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yo, that's funny as hell, man. That soundboard. Haven't heard one of those in a while.
Yeah.
Nah, but
I'm trying to find this one little clip. But go ahead, man.
like I mean, the AKA that I love the most is Dubs the Don because you guys been calling me Dubs ever since. You know,
Right. I don't know what the
you
hell.
know,
I don't know where the fuck that shit came from.
people, you guys been calling, you know what I'm saying, been calling me Dubs ever since. And whenever we're around new people, like, yo, Dubs, and like, oh, that's your name. I'm
Right.
like, yeah,
Right.
yeah, you know what? That's the name of that, that's my name ever since, you know what I mean? Then my people's of Florida, they used to call me Jersey Eric. They call me hip hop because I was always talking about hip hop. So like they were just like, yo, you know what?
Right.
So there was a lot of names, but
All
Dubs the
right.
Don's my
So
favorite one.
my favorite one. All right. Here we go.
I kind of like Savage McPhil too, but like, you know what? That was like my stage name if I ever came back out rapping and stuff. But
Right.
you know,
So my only. So it's Big Los, Big Corleone, and Saint Charles Saint.
quick to the teabag mobile.
No, Lipton.
To the Lipton mobile.
Yeah, Lipton. So,
yo,
I'm definitely feeling this Saint Charles Saint.
No, yo, you know what? Yo, you know what passed my mind, right? College football, right? There's this guy, right? No, like I don't know if I pronounce his name right, but he plays for Navy. Go figure.
Oh
his
man.
his name is, look it up. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know if I pronounce his name right, but his name is Diego Faggot. And the kid
Oh
is good.
no.
No, the kid's a tackling machine, bro. Like this
Wow.
dude, yo, you know what? He has a nose for the ball, bro. Like he has eyes for the ball. Pause. Right? Like he's a tackling machine, bro. Like
Nice.
anywhere's number 54 too. So he kind of reminds me of like Brian Urlacher.
Wow.
No, well, you know what? That's a stretch. Remember Zach Thomas from the Miami Dolphins?
Yes.
You know, like, well, you know what? Like, that's how, like, he moves sideline to sideline, probably a little slower, but the kid is actually, he's up for like,
I'll look up his film, man. I'll check him out.
he's up for some
So
awards this year. But
that's good.
you know what though? I don't know if they pronounce like Fago, right?
Right.
And they don't pronounce the T.
Right.
But his last name is Fagot. I don't know how you pronounce it. If you guys could help me pronounce it right,
Right.
whatever. But to me, it's Diego Faggot.
Right.
Like, but I'm pretty sure that he was beating up kids who made fun of his last name.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Yo, imagine being on the ship, Cadet Faggot.
Oh shit. Anyway, let's not get into that. Anyway,
What's up, bro?
all right, so we're gonna close out.
Yeah.
This is definitely a good. This was a good time. I had a good time tonight. TG missed out.
Yeah, you know what, TG? Yo, you know what? You off. You off. You know what I'm saying? You're out to further notice. How about that? How you like
You're
them out?
grounded.
You're grounded. Sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
So
You know what? No. Don't even bother sitting in the corner. You know what? Kitchen now.
she hates that shit.
I know. That's why I said it. Kitchen now. Sandwich. Cubano.
Yeah. All right, so I'm Big Coleon, aka Charles Saints.
And this is Dubs the Don once again. Salute. And this is Dubs the Don once upon a time. Once again, aka, you know what I'm saying? Every AKA I said before. I'm not gonna repeat myself because I hate.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. And this has been another episode of This Might Hurt podcast. And always and forever, you gotta always keep in mind, people, that at some point,
yo, this might hurt. No, it's gonna hurt.
it's gonna. We're out.
1